last session, you guys, after a pitched battle in which everything was going extremely well and then everything started going extremely wrong, you guys managed to somehow capture Hewitt alive, and as the cucaracha escaped on its last legs and partially on fire, due to Cricket and Joke's quick intervention, the van did not explode, and still trying to subdue Hewitt in the van, Nora held him in a stranglehold as Spectre bonked him twice with his mechanical legs, and Hewitt was finally rendered unconscious. You delivered him to the Vandal, and finally were able to retrieve Nora's car, which Durik had preemptively brought up earlier that day. With now the Tempest in tow, you guys managed to make it back to the garage, gave a little debriefing, met Soko, learned that Lev is in some meeting up on the top side in the Milia, which is the cloud zone, just anything floor 50 and floor 50 and above of the mega blocks. And you decided to go out for a drive. Cricket decided to stay behind and work on the much maligned and nearly destroyed cucaracha. But Ada decided to come with you instead, and kind of jump on. As everyone jumped on the car, Emmanuel begged you to not forget about the groceries this time. And you drove off out of Mega Block 17 up into the Skyway. Nora, where are you taking everyone?
Sorry, I was muted. I have no idea.
All right, I will say. Mm-hmm.
I think I recall you were saying she was going to take us to sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Nora, give me a knowledge check. I'll say you can give me one with charisma or intelligence.
Charisma?
Or intelligence.
Oh, knowledge.
Or you can make a check with your profession.
I ain't got any points in that yet. But I'll use it.
One. All right.
There's only one place. There's only one sushi restaurant in the whole city.
I'm gonna whisper you. You don't know many places
sushi.
here. Now, you could ask around, and you do know that at least 3 people in the car are 6th District natives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you could also ask around, but I'm gonna whisper you what you know.
Okay.
So right now you're all driving in the car, smoking. Do you have the top roll down, Nora?
Yeah.
Top is rolled down. Everyone is unconscionably excited. And one sec. Character notes, whispers.
Sorry if my eating is loud. I'm trying to be quiet.
No worries.
Almost.
Reminded me I need to subtract a cigarette.
It's 50-50 on food poison.
Either you get poisoned or you don't.
I have a feeling I know what JD's gonna send me. And it's perfect. If anyone else has any place they'd prefer to go, we can go. Otherwise, I've got a couple of places in mind.
If anyone would like to make a check to see if you know any sushi places.
Sure.
2-1-2 ain't bad.
Knowledge?
Yep, and intelligence.
Knowledge. Would this be... This is finding my way around 6th District, right?
Yes, and I'll give both you and Wyatt an advantage as well for being locals.
Nice. Take 2. Got 2.
All right.
Val doesn't know of any place, I guess.
Yeah,
I think
Val.
It would be strange if you did know.
Yeah.
Val literally got here
She
yesterday.
did research on Capital and specifically looked for sushi restaurants.
That wouldn't surprise me actually.
I mean, I would.
True that.
I will whisper you guys real quick.
I'm looking for
Okay.
tactical positioning.
Wyatt. This is the place that you've woken up in a few times,
Oh my god. Well, we're not going there.
and
Oh,
Joke.
we're going there.
Look at me.
There you go. So, Nora, do you ask the others if they know anywhere?
Yeah. She said, like, if you guys have any place you want to go, like, let me know. Otherwise, I've got a couple places in mind.
Couple of
She's
places.
not feeling picky right now. Yeah.
There's a hibachi grill called the Keel. It's a hover barge.
A hibachi grill on a hover barge? Is that what you said?
Yeah, called the Keel.
The keel. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think I've been there before. It's good.
See?
I send you guys the one I did do is I send you guys the wrong address for it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, where's that 608?
Yeah,
Let's go on an adventure.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to suggest, as long as it's not the imitation fungal meat. Could use a real deal.
No, this is real fish.
I mean, if we go to the Keel, don't ask where he gets the fish, but...
Ugh.
I think you can assume it's actually fish.
There is,
Yeah, I guess that's the thing about Capital, huh? It may or may not be fish.
I see.
I will say there is a non-zero chance that it is actual fish.
Oh wait, to be fair, this is probably... I don't know if Wyatt would know what actual fish would taste like if this isn't it. So,
Yeah, you're both like Night Zone or Night Zone adjacent.
yeah,
You know, so
this is real fish to me. So.
as far as you know,
I feel like even outside of night zones, it's like, is it fish?
is it
You know?
fish? You know some places as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can go there. There's a couple of other places. If you guys are feeling a little fancier.
No, money is a little tight right now, so I'm not sure if fancy is the best plan.
Alright, we can go someplace cheap. Where's this keel place then?
618?
Mega Building 18, right?
Mhm.
Alright, how far are we from there? Right next door.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Not
he's
much of
right
a
there.
joyride.
we could just loop around it a little bit.
I had to be close enough that Joker will know it.
Alright. And floor... What floor?
25.
What floor are we on right now?
Left's garage is 28.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So heading to the keel.
Yeah.
Sure, I trust you guys when you say it's good.
There's a point no interest in yours in that case.
You can trust me.
I mean, if you guys want to know what it is, I don't know if you've heard of it. Alright, so there's the 6th District Echelon. It's if money's tight, we may not want to go there.
I'll say, Wyatt, you've probably heard of the Echelon. The Echelon's in the Milia, though. It's in the Cloud Zone.
So yeah, that's pretty gonna be pricey.
Yeah, right. Not to toot my own horn, but I am a little broke right now as well. And there's Chrome Koi Izakaya. I haven't been there, but I've heard it's good.
How do you know all these places on a one success?
I like sushi. It's just 2 places. I've never heard of the Keel.
I don't really care.
So okay. Well, let's say Keel or Izakaya, right?
Ada kind of goes like, "Where's Izakaya? I've been all over this town. I've never heard of that place."
Really? Is Mega Building 13? I think 30 something. 33rd floor.
It's not too far, but
I'm just gonna pull
I've
stuff
never.
up. on my Datapad. What's that?
Do you show her the data pad?
I'm just like looking for the directions on my datapad while I drive.
Yeah, Snora's driving up the.
I can
That's fine.
put some autopilot on so we don't veer off the road or something. I assume there's that, right?
Yeah.
Better than Tesla's, maybe.
Oh, definitely better than Tesla's. Even in the night zone.
It's gonna be like Cyberpunk all over again. She's checking her Yelp phone reviews. Run someone over.
Who gave me 4 stars?
You punch the address. Ada kind of like lifts an eyebrow and was like, "Maybe it's a little hole in the wall. I've never heard of it."
I'm beginning to notice a pattern with the places that she knows.
Right?
Well, I'm always up for
Can I
something
ignore
new, I guess.
that? I'm gonna look. Is this like? I'm gonna look a little closer. Is this actually a sushi place?
That's the address you can kind of figure out from the clues you have.
Well, now
The
I'm just
keel is right.
curious,
Like
so-
I would say, as you're climbing up the
We
like,
passed by the keel.
you can see the keel about like 2 floors below. This large hover bars with like these awnings. This kind of like old painted wooden dragon head in the front. Like just like paints have flaked off of it. The bar is kind of like just parked up to the side of a like several story parking structure, and there's about like 6 or 7 people clustering. You can see like you're 3 floors above, but that's still only like 200 feet, you know?
What are the ratings on this place?
On the keel?
Sure, yeah, the keel.
The keel doesn't have ratings.
Well, fuck.
Well, I'm actually curious about this other place now that nobody knows anything about.
Feeling adventurous.
Nobody's heard of it. I don't know if I want to go anymore. No, fuck it. Let's go. I'm gonna go there, I guess.
I mean, worst case scenario, we have an excuse to drive somewhere else afterwards.
Yep. What the fuck is this? 13. That's the center of the district. Dead center.
What is this place called?
Chrome Koi Izakaya.
Oh, Chrome
fancy.
Boy.
It sounds I can't find it online on the net here anywhere. I just can't find it.
I'm googling this, but it's not coming up.
On the koi, you cannot find it on the.
Fuck.
Might be a word of mouth place. You've kind of like you can kind of figure out where it is given like the clues you have the floor and the mega block.
This doesn't mean anything bad. We're going there.
I'm convinced.
All right.
This doesn't remind me of anything.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Give me you can give me a knowledge check with intelligence or a survival with insight, Wyatt.
Okay. Let's do survival with insight.
On the bright side, this is at least close to the sea, so they're close to the fish, right?
Hey, got a 3.
Oh, you don't want fish from the sea, Valestina. Or Val.
Oh. What's wrong with the brine sea?
I mean, it's capital.
Wow.
Like generally, if you want
All right, one sec. Wyatt.
fish, it should be tank raised. That's much safer.
Oh,
At least
I see.
in the city. Yeah.
fair enough.
You also, I would say you guys would both know. There's like extensive fish farms too in the poles.
Yeah, but that's out of the city, right?
Yeah, that's way out of the city.
And those places, I imagine, exclusively delivered to like cloud zones and like fancier places.
I never know if Duri's like saying something that I should actually know about, and then I just too stupid to actually remember.
Oh, he's given us new information. I just know a lot about Radonov stuff because I've talked to JD about it a lot in the past. So
It's probably like a key place in Wyatt's backstory.
I can't believe he forgot about his childhood favorite restaurant.
or that time he worked on a fish farm.
Yeah, you used to work here, don't you remember?
That's how you lost your limbs. Come on, man.
I really want to try to turn on that music again. Oh, Wyatt's gonna like punch me.
You should do it. He's in the back seat, isn't he?
I'm in the backseat, I can't get you.
Yeah. Can't stop you.
The Axis can, though. But
I'll turn it on, but just like low enough where people don't notice right away.
Wyatt rolls a perception check. Do I hear that?
Doyle rolls a perception check.
Doyle hears it for sure.
What's that noise?
I like
Conversation's happening.
Oh my god. Lore?
I can definitely hear it.
I whispered you, Wyatt, but yeah. On a 3, you would know that. Oh yeah, so it's Nora up front.
Val and the shotgun.
One sec. I'm gonna.
Aw, I guess Ada does get to sit in the back with York.
At this point, you guys have passed over Mega Block 18. You're turning down the Skyway section that leads between 15 and 16, and you can turn a right. You can go so fast in the Skyways that this is only like about a 40-minute drive. 30 minutes probably, if you drive as fast as you usually drive, Nora.
Okay.
I mean, don't go that
Yeah.
fast.
What? Did you just tell me not to go that fast?
Just do whatever.
Hey, Dad. I don't think I'll go max speed. Holy shit.
What happened?
I was saying, how fast does my car actually go? It's a lot.
And it's a car.
You don't need to go max speed. That's a little.
That's a 60% increase for the cucaracha.
Oh, damn.
All right, so you guys are driving. You see kind of the city unfurl beneath you. It is, if I recall correctly, you went at around 4 p.m. or so to get Hewitt, right?
Yeah, I think it's around 8 right now.
Yeah, it's probably around 8 at night right now. Primo sushi time. You kind of see the sky beneath. I would like everyone to give me a perception check.
Fuck.
I did get a perception of 2, but that was just to hear the music. See
Oh,
if
okay.
I
Oh
can-
no! Now my macros aren't showing up. What's wrong with
Mine
this?
too.
It's bugged.
Oh, it's because I made you guys. Okay, so I guess if I make you drawings, if I make your tokens into drawings, so you don't snap to the grid,
That's dumb. That's an oversight.
not tokens, so your macros don't work. Okay.
Worked for me.
I just like you're not a drawing anymore.
I'm real now.
You're a real girl, Tina.
Presents. Ugh, I need more bonuses.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what did everyone get?
4.
Nora, 2. Nora, you're a little bit preoccupied, kind of like just driving. You pull back the top, wind on your hair, just you kind of lean back. The familiar kind of like sense of the like just plush leather cover of the wheel in your hands. Just kind of you're fully getting in the zone as you're driving through the city. The kind of like you're far from the night zone as you're climbing to the 33rd floor. So you see, like, especially here on the Skyway, proper sunlight just kind of like fades out into a sunset of purples and deep reds and yellows, and eventually into a well-lit night. More light coming from beneath you than anywhere else. Almost like beams of light being projected through the buildings that stretch like another 30 stories or so above you guys. Well, the mega blocks, there's another 30 levels or so above you guys. Eventually, you take the ramp that would connect you to the midpoint, because the Skyway has several levels itself, at the midpoint of Mega Block 13. And here in this very central block, you see a considerable amount of light here from everywhere else, but also a considerable amount of darkness, as it is one of the few Mega Blocks that is not flanked on all sides by other Mega Blocks. Instead, both on the south and on the west side, the Brine Sea wraps around Mega Block 13, one of the many inland seas. In reality, the Brine Sea and the Sweet Sea are gigantic lakes, but the Brine Sea has this kind of like salty water that prevents most of like fauna and stuff from settling there. And it's like a sort of like dumping ground of sorts for the surrounding mega blocks. But now at night you can see structures beneath that kind of like come up to the very edge of the sea. From this end you can see like long piers and barges that are on the water, and the light of the mega blocks on the other side of 12, 21 reflected on the sea far into the distance. A surprisingly clear day for Capital. Val, Joke, and Wyatt, as you drive past near Mega Block 13, you see a couple of symbols. And you see one symbol and then another symbol sort of spray painted over it. And they draw your eyes because they're very clearly painted on the side of the Mega Block. Like there's like a giant column at the corner of the Mega Block, and taking up significant real estate, these two symbols. One symbol looks like a pelt of some animal, but like a deer's pelt, for example, you know, a very faint brown, and it has a streak of red that just goes diagonally across it. I would say, Val, you do notice the symbol, but you don't know what it is. Joke and Wyatt, this is the symbol of a Crimson Hide Skyway gang.
Ooh.
And it's painted over by a very stark black and gray hand fan symbol. I would say, Val, you also don't know what this is, but your soldier background would tell you this is a border. There is a limit of some way. You are leaving a Skyway gang territory and going into another one. Even if you don't know how to identify the exact gangs, you would have enough know-how to identify a division line, you know?
But it's a hand fan?
It's a hand fan, yeah, like a little but it's
A
open
folding
and it's
fan?
black outline and silver on the interior.
Does it look like it's fresh, or does it look like it's
Uh,
those markings have settled in for a while?
Both symbols look they've been here for a while. Yes, they're like slightly faded from just like wear and tear, the rain, but they're still big and I would say fresh enough that you would gather Valestina. They've been repainted at least once.
I see.
So this might be a mutually agreed upon border.
Mm.
Wyatt, Jock, you don't recognize the hand fan symbol. It's a little bit outside of your wheelhouse. You know the heights. You're aware of them, but this other gang, you don't know them. Wyatt, you do know who this gang is.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And Nora, you missed this.
Val will point it out. She'll say, "Well, looks like we're crossing turf. Any of you happen to know what those who those belong to?"
Yeah, the first one is the Crimson Hides. I know that because they operate around Levin's territory as well.
I see. Are they, and what's their disposition towards Lev?
I know Lev pays Crimson Hides, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Levin pays his dues so that he can move merchandise around the Skyway gang. He and his people don't get bothered.
Well, that's good to know.
Well, I mean, yes, but also we just moved into somebody else's Skyway turf, so I don't know if we're current with these guys.
That's the Steel Veil.
Steeled Veil.
Haven't
Yoke
heard of
raises
that.
an eyebrow.
Good guys. Knew a few
And
in prison.
Nora. Sorry, go ahead, Wyatt.
So I knew a few in prison. Good guys.
Empathy check.
These are both Skyway gangs, right?
Yes. Give me an empathy check. Nora, you can give me a insight or intelligence with knowledge or your profession. What does Valestina get on a 2, Wyatt?
Ooh, I also get a 2.
Anybody
this is
he
not
met in
empathy.
prison is probably not a good guy.
That's the way to put it, yeah. I would say, Nora, you would have at least heard the name at some point. Haven't had dealings with them. Nora, I would say that from your knowledge, and I can whisper you this.
Okay.
Prison, huh? What detention unit?
Wait, what?
Like, where were you locked up?
Hey, were you both in prison?
No, I've never been.
Empathy.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
believe
empathy
your
on that too.
Me too.
Shit!
One of us has to get him.
Come on, Wyatt. Get him. My empathy's just not
Are
there
all
yet.
three of you? Oh my goodness.
Holy
Four.
shit, Wyatt!
I've been rolling pretty
Oh
good
my
today.
goodness.
I'll whisper Wyatt.
Shit, I'm starting to feel like a good kid. Wyatt's,
Yeah.
not Wyatt's.
I was in the Fang. It's a couple years.
The Fang? That's a prison thing.
Can I do a knowledge check? Do I know what the Fang is?
Yeah, give me another check.
Would this be 6th District?
This would not be 6th District.
Oh. I still got a 3.
Did you whisper me, Tala?
Oh, sorry. I got caught up in the Fang lore.
Doing all kinds of. Have I heard of the thing? Do I need to do checks or
Give me a
just
check.
no?
You can give me another check.
I've never been to prison.
Val turns to Ghost. Have you heard of the thing?
Hmm.
Say knowledge or profession or just knowledge?
Yeah, knowledge or profession.
So much for being a professional. I don't know shit. I told you guys I missed all my perception checks. I don't know anything. Intelligence?
Yes, this would be intelligence.
Shit, no.
You would not know it. Jock, I think maybe you would. I can whisper to you, or it's not like it's something like that. A quick search would figure out. The Fang is Penal Station 12.
Okay.
It's an off-world one.
Oh.
You get sent there. Usually, it usually goes for people who get sent there. Usually, either violent criminals, organized crime, or someone had a bone to pick with you. Right, those are the three main reasons that people get sent for the Fang: is because involvement in organized crime, because of a violent criminal, or because someone wanted to make an example out of them.
Yeah.
There's a misunderstanding.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So that's usually why people end up there.
It's reeling at the fact that people in organized crime go to prison here. It doesn't seem right.
Only the ones who are bad at it.
All right, so yeah, you guys pull in like behind, like past
Half a
this
page
like
notes.
large the corner section of Mega Block 13. Go through it. You're in the 33rd story, so this is like nicer, but still kind of like very close knit cosmopolitan, like residential space. You see like most of like tall apartment buildings that just kind of like hug each other closely, leaving these narrow streets overcast with like crisscrossing pedestrian walkways and cables and stuff like that. Neon signs and just glow everywhere to kind of go into each other's windows. There's a lot of activity here. There's people walking around left and right. Nora, you drive the car as far in as you can as you come to a small sort of like overlook. There is almost like a containment wall in what might have at one point been a water reservoir, like a long time ago, like a mid-section reservoir, probably when this was still like still growing, and now it's been emptied. And you guys see as the car kind of stops and you look out the window, a nice kind of like thick metal railing, and beneath a night market. Dozens of little kind of crisscrossing stalls, small businesses lining two walls, long kind of cables with paper lanterns and like hovering holographic signs of like just the latest kind of like implants and an arcade and stuff like that, all set up in this relatively quaint little night market in an old kind of like water reservoir that almost sinks a little bit beneath what you would expect the floor of this 33rd level would be. And there's these two like almost stepwell type stairways that go on the wall that you're in, and you can see on the opposite wall. The entire space is only about like 300 feet in like side to side. And there's like about maybe 24 businesses lining the left and north wall, and you're approaching from the south. So the west and north wall, and you're approaching from the south. And the east wall is also like a little like lifted wall with an overlook. A little, you see some tables. There's people kind of like chatting and walking. People coming up the stairs with like small, like just little bags of knickknacks that they've bought. There's you hear a little bit of like music wafting off, and there is a raised ferrocrete circle in the middle with a a metal base that is projecting a holographic tree in the middle of the space.
Sounds pretty
Cool.
awesome looking though.
Yeah.
How fancy does everyone look here?
This is middle class.
Okay. We should be able to afford this place. So, I'm gonna park the car and get out and go peer over the wall. And I'm looking for a hanging red lantern with koi fish underneath him.
You peer out, Nora, because you know exactly what you're looking for. On the far corner of the night market, past all the little stalls, the kind of like small like arcades. It's kind of like a section that's just like just playing music very loudly, and it's kind of probably selling small stereos and stuff, or the equivalent, like a data pad fit specifically for music reproduction. You see on the corner where the two, like the north wall and the west wall meet, and the walls are not regular. It's not like just a wall. It's just like a bunch of like prefab buildings that have been put up against the wall and just climb up the side of the wall, and with like small like catwalk type stairs and ladders and stuff that go up. A little elevator on one side. It has 3 floors. On the bottom floor, under a catwalk, there is just this tiny little paper screen door with a wide short window that is kind of like tinted slightly red, and a neon sign for a local beer. And next to this door is a red paper lantern, circular paper lantern with like a little bit of a tube beneath it, I guess, and hanging directly from beneath, glistening in the light of the lantern, even from this far away, you can see like small, like glistening, like little koi fish, silver and gold, that are just kind of hanging there, almost like a little, like wind chimes. There's no name, no sign, nothing. It's just the door and the window, and the and this like beer sign and stuff.
All right. I think I found it. If you guys want to go check it out.
Oh. Well, nice job. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'll shut the car off and put the hood up and everything, so nobody like spits in my car or something.
All right.
I think they're more likely to strip it down than spit in it. But
Still, just in case. Is this where we park? Is this like a parking area?
You have to, yeah. There's like a few like diagonal kind of like parking slots and spots, and then a couple of like little ferrocrete benches, like the ones you've seen below. But these have a like small like curved pillars on either side with an awning over it. Even though there's a sort of like a ceiling to the entire place, but sometimes like stuff from filtration systems rains down and stuff. So it's like.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure it's parked properly, and then.
as we're like getting close to the door, are we parked like right outside of it?
You need to go down, right?
Yeah, you need to go down the stairs and cross the night market.
Okay. I'll wait until we get close.
As we're walking, Yolk will light up a sin smoke.
Jock, you light up a sin smoke. Val, are you taking Ghost? Are you taking Spectre? Yolk, are you taking Hell?
No, hell will stay.
I think Spectre was left back at the garage.
You left Spectre back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same with
Yeah.
hell. Yeah.
Yeah. If the restaurant allows pets, she'll bring Ghost.
Oh shit!
Ghost kind of like just gets like, as you get out of the car, he steps to the edge, like of the door, kind of like sits down, peers out, and just kind of gives you this kind of like quiet, breathless whine, like.
Aww.
That emotional manipulation.
I know
Works
exactly how
every
dogs
time.
emotionally manipulate people. Yeah.
Does this restaurant allow pets?
Oh, I've never been.
Yep. You don't know. You don't have a. It doesn't really have a Netsphere site.
Do many restaurants allow pets? You
I
need
would
a-
probably just tell him it's a trained service animal. I mean, he is, right?
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
emotional support.
Pretty
Mm.
much. Yeah, they wouldn't stop someone who needs their emotional support animal. Alright, come on, good boy.
And Ghost kind of looks up. You see a clutter of about like 4 cats perched, like on this upper section of these like prefab structures that make up the little strip of buildings, and it's all 4 of them looking at Ghost. Ghost is kind of. But he doesn't like bark at them or anything. He just like very, very like diligently stands next to you and just keeps an eye on the cat threat.
Behave, Ghost. Otherwise, I can't take you in.
Ghost sticks next to you, and you guys make your way down the steps and start making your way through the night garden. Jock, you light up a Sinsig.
Yeah.
Ada is kind of like just looking through the stands. Where's my dice? 1 second.
You ain't gotta roll shit right now. JD, stop it. Don't roll anything.
Let's roll initiative.
Ada, like you guys kind of have to stop a little bit. It's like, oh, where did Ada go? A couple times. Eventually, she does kind of like rejoin you guys, or she shows up again as you're crossing like the second half of the market with a couple like little sticks of like dango and a small bag of like proper like paper confection like post-it notes, but with like little designs on them. I was like, hey, look at this joke. This is actual paper.
Wow, how much did you pay for actual paper?
35 credits. Anyhow, do you want a dango?
We're gonna go eat right now. Why are you buying dingo?
No, it's an appetizer.
Oh, I'm not that hungry.
She sticks one in your
enjoy.
mouth.
Ugh.
How unsanitary.
Guy drawing dango.
I'm trying to remember the color order off the top of my head.
I think you got it right.
The pink,
That looks
white.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys kind of like looking at anything here in this little night market? Are you keeping an eye out for anything in particular, or are you just kind of like very determined right to the restaurant?
I am looking around. I'll let Jock go first, though.
Sure, I'll make a perception check. I'm always looking out for drone bits and like people selling either drone parts or whole drones and things like that. It's a night market, so you can usually get good deals.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Nope. 1.
There's a couple of like stores that have these like big bargain bins of like just little mechanical parts. There's probably something worthwhile in there that you could use like component wise, but it would be stopping and just digging through the bins for like 10 minutes, and you don't know if you want to like do that right now. But at least at a glance, nothing catches your eye that you could not get at Keever's
That's fair.
or at the Baitzar. How about the others?
I'm making sure there's no people or symbols I recognize here.
I am keeping a lookout for undead murder robots, but that's
Oh,
about it.
shit, yeah. That's fair.
And I'll roll perception for that.
Yes, so perception
You're
for
gonna-
both of them.
They're gonna be behind like the chef behind the izakaya is like, I heard you like to chew. How about you chew? My blade!
Oh my god. Nora, what were you looking for again?
Any people or symbols that I would recognize?
Alright.
God damn it!
You don't see anything.
Poor Nora. Yeah, unfortunately, you look around and you don't see anything. I would say, Nora, even on a 1, while this night market seems pretty chill, you see a couple families. You see like a few people with like children walking around and just kind of like stopping at little like food stalls and buying like little knickknacks and whatnot and toys and stuff. Some devices. There's like a handful of like bootleg Holovid stands. Even on a 1, you do notice a trio of shapes up on the like overlook type walls that mark the edges of the former reservoir. Not where you park your car, but on in the opposite end of where you're going, like where the 2 outer walls meet, and up top, like they're about like 40 feet up, or 30 feet up. You notice a trio of figures. From this distance, you can't make out features, especially with all the paper lanterns and all the light pollution, But in your experience, you can identify the types of movements someone does when they're keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Wyatt, no murder bots or anything of the sort here. You do, I would say, on a 4, you do see a stand that's selling kind of like some Nui products, mostly like implants and stuff like that, like the brain kind. But they look kind of like secondhandish and hopefully not ripped from people, but or perhaps counterfeit.
Hmm.
Lovely.
But they do have the Nui Hive World like stamp. There's like 3 diagonal gold line with a single perpendicular line that kind of goes behind them.
Okay. Keep walking.
Keep walking. You guys obviously kind of like make a trying to do the logo. Okay.
Oh no, I was just trying to see if the touch toy thing worked.
Okay. So you guys continue. Val, are you keeping an eye out for anything, or are you just kind of like focusing on?
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything she's particularly looking out for. Just taking in the sights.
All right, cool. This is the symbol, Wyatt, that you see on these.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Nui identifier for the Hive World.
Cool.
All right.
As we're getting close to the place, though, I will just say this place is actually kind of a place for gang deals to go down, so have fun with that.
Excuse me?
If I had known that, I probably would have brought my weapons and probably wouldn't have dressed casually. But oh
It'll
well.
be fine.
Why are you trying to like scare people if you think it's gonna be fine? It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Because it's fun.
Okay.
Doubt.
All right.
Just thought it'd be good information for you to have.
Right.
Okay. 1 sec. Where's this?
I thought you said you didn't know this place.
Never been here.
Ada kind of goes like, okay, I will say, not trying to scare you guys either, but you guys live in a place where gang deals tend to go down, just so you know.
Yeah. Well aware.
All right, who's stepping in first?
I'll go in. Since this is my choice.
That's fair.
All right. One sec.
I'll come in
Just
like
change
right behind her.
Yoke will hold the door open for the other two ladies.
Much appreciated.
You open the door. As you guys step in, the door kind of slides open. You see here a where's this? See, here we go. This smoky, small kind of like restaurant. Wooden table, small booths of paper with paper and wood separators on the far side of the bar. All the wood is stained kind of like a deep cherry colored. And then over like on the left side, you see a long bar of polished wood with these kind of like hanging dark blue banners. You guys do see the central banner has this same metal fan or hand fan symbol, but like much more carefully decorated. As you step in the bustling forum from the space outside, you kind of recede into the background. The light here is warm. Behind there's a single man sitting on the bar. For this time here in a place Boston at a night market, it is surprising how empty this place is. There's a single man sitting behind the bar, kind of like eating some like a narrow wide plate of a long narrow plate of like small like little fried knick-knack like fried vegetables and roots and stuff like that. He is wearing kind of like a long overcoat. And he's got like that short blonde hair kind of cropped to the side. Just turns, you see a mechanical kind of like an evil eye implant just adjusts. And then on one of there's only about like 6 tables in here and then 2 booths. On one of the far tables, you see a pair of women, both of them wearing light armor. That seem to be in the middle of like eating like a sashimi, like a moriwase type thing. On a wide clay platter, and being under the table, you see a large earth with a spiked pink color, just kind of comes up and just
I love this.
like Detective immediately kind of gets up and just kind of sniffs the air. They both kind of look in your direction with just like a glance. But there's definitely a thing where like you guys all pick up that everyone's on notice the moment you guys open the door. And you would not be surprised if all these people are armed. From behind the bar, you see a tall, like powerfully built, like just big shoulders but narrow waist man, black short crop hair, and a simple mech arm, like gunmetal gray decorated with gold scales painted on it. And he's got like a little bandana and a simple kind of like sushi chef's like outfit in dark blue with the same little fan symbol on the chest, and a young girl that looks maybe like 15 or something like that, tan skin, gold eyes, bushy brown hair, wearing the same similar type of outfit with an apron in front. They both kind of like step over, and the girl goes like, welcome, good afternoon. She narrows her eyes and looks at the guy behind her who is was in the middle of like filleting some fish or something. And he's got like a big, very sharp knife in the hand. Kind of looks over the counter or the bar and goes like, "Good evening. How do you know of this place?"
Heard about it a while back from a friend of the family.
He kind of looks at the young woman, looks at the other man, the one with the blonde hair on the other side of the bar, who just kind of shrugs, and he goes like, "All right, well, take a table. Sasha will be with you shortly." And he kind of turns around, just kind of hear the sound of the blade on and it's a unique sound, and I would say the only person here that is probably fully aware of this sound that has heard it before is Nora, which is a knife on an actual wooden cutting board, as opposed to like plastic or metal or something like that. It's a slightly dull sound.
Oh shit, y'all, this might be pricey too.
Val just remarks to the group, "Huh, that's 2 petters that I've seen in 2 days, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened
No,
twice."
This is the worst timeline.
Yes.
Goes
Hey, too, Val.
steps in and just kind of like sniffs the air, sits down, stares down the earth. The earth has no eyes. Sniffing the air. Ghost kind of like looks at you, Val, like looks towards you for a cue.
Easy, Val. Oh, easy, Ghost. Just here for dinner. Let them enjoy their dinner too.
Ghost sits down and starts panting.
They're like a corner booth or something that's empty.
Yeah, there's a couple. Like both booths are empty. There's only 2 booths separated by this like dark cherry wood and very well neatly polished and a wooden and a paper screen, with a very nice kind of like loose brush stroke picture of a koi fish.
Oh, pretty.
I will go over to the
So-
doors really quick and just kind of crouch down, let her sniff my hand, and just kind of talk to the girls. Just say like, "Nice ears you have here."
All right. So you walk up to the girls. They both kind of like look at you for a second. You see the one that turned to face at you. She is wearing light armor. Underneath, she's wearing kind of like a slightly long coat of some sort of dark red, but almost like a rubbery material, almost like a raincoat. Shorts underneath, tall boots, and she does have an SMG sitting on a table, like sitting on the next chair over, which is empty. Who's got like black hair, like fully pulled back, and the both eyes have like a glint of an implant.
They don't have any like insignias or like colors on them that would.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
I was kind of looking around for any like gang symbols too, knowing this is like a central.
Yeah, give me a perception check as well.
I mean, the bartender's
Finally.
got it right on his chest, doesn't he?
What's on his chest?
He has a
He's
little
got the
steel
fan.
Oh,
Symbol.
okay.
Wait,
He's got the fan right on his like uniform.
nice. You got a 3.
Yeah.
A 3. All right. 3 and 2. Nora and Wyatt, easy enough for you guys to tell. These 2 girls and the guy at the bar, all 3 steel veil.
Gotcha.
The others are not as well identified as the bartender is, or the chef is, but there are commonalities in the way they dress. long coats of this rubbery material, even though they're different colors. They seem to, fit the bill. But yeah, the woman kind of kind of looks at you and looks out the earth and goes like, "Give me a diplomacy check, actually, Wyatt."
I feel like we just walked into like a freaking lion's den.
Diplomacy for her
Feeling
or
very
animal
nervous.
handling for the Earth?
No, diplomacy for her. Diplomacy for
Okay.
her.
Let's see. I'm not really trying to seduce or beguile. Okay. God damn it.
Nice.
It really is inverse, I swear to God.
It is, yeah. The earth, as you approach, the earth rumbles up and picks up a little bit. Wyatt, this earth is like aggressively fat. It probably moves faster rolling than trying to pull itself forward with its legs. Big, fat, chunky earth, like its jowls are overflowing from next to its like pink color. As it just but it does kind of paint an impressive picture as you approach. The earth just tries to bite at your hand a little bit. The woman just kind of goes like, "Oi, princess, be nice."
Princess.
She goes like, "Thank you, nice dog." Now,
Thanks.
you be on your best behavior here, okay?
Of course. Always.
Attaboy, go sit down. And she
Damn.
turns back to her sushi.
Alright. I'll give her the side eye as I go sit back down.
Princess kind of like growls a little bit and just sits down. The others, do you go sit down on the booth?
Very quickly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
The booth can probably like comfortably sit 4. You can sit 6 a little bit tight unless someone grabs a chair from one of the tables and just kind of puts it on the outer side.
Not me. I'll squeeze.
I think Val will actually be the one to sit on the outside, so that way she can give some space for Ghost to kind of just sit on the ground and stuff next to her.
Right? Yeah, Ghost kind of like just sits on the ground. Very like you guys see Ghost as like guard dog stance, just kind of like full like just straight up, ears perked up, sniffing the air, looking around, just checking this place for like any exits, any like advantageous positions to take cover.
A sniper's nest somewhere for
A sniper's
Val.
nest for if combat breaks down, he just kind of like points at snipers' positions.
High ground detected.
Yep. You all sit down. Is there anything you guys kind of like any conversation you guys want to have before the server comes to like talk to you? I don't know if you all saw Wyatt like just faceplant, metaphorically.
Yeah,
You'll
that's right.
remember this.
Like Nora just looks pretty smug about that, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. That's fine. My feelings aren't hurt.
Don't cry about it.
when you're getting roasted in the chat, but you just have to type LOL. This is an interesting place you picked out.
Yeah. How did you say you knew this place again? Can't say I've been to a sushi place like this before.
I heard about it from someone a long time ago.
I see. Well, I hope your sushi's actually good.
Remembered it, but yeah, I've never been. Yeah, I hope so.
All right. As you're kind of like sitting down there, where's this?
Nora seems completely unbothered. She's just like Vibing.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to look relaxed, but like she's probably not used to sitting in a dangerous restaurant.
Especially unarmed.
Yeah.
How sharp did that butcher's knife look?
Look pretty sharp.
All right.
What was that, Yuck?
It definitely looks like it's done some butchering.
Ada was like, I mean, it's quaint. I could see some of the bosses having had conversations here.
Bosses?
I mean,
You think they'd come over the way out here?
Oh, I haven't. I mean, I haven't been sent here. I go all over the place, but not. This seems like a little bit above my pay grade, at least as far as making deals go.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, neutral ground?
It's supposed to be.
Okay. Which should be fine.
Neutral ground usually means people leave with the same amount of holes as they had when they came in. So
Okay.
But
That's the conversation to have, I guess.
I was saying, it bodes well for us.
okay, good enough for me.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, from behind the bar, you see this guy, like a 15-year-old girl that just works here as a server, steps out, like a little bit like slightly heavier set, with gold eyes, tan skin, like the bushy brown hair, pulled into like a ponytail and just poofs up out again a little bit. She is wearing the same sort of like simple outfit as the chef, but with an apron that goes like from the waist down. She comes down with a data pad and just kind of walks over, goes like, "Hey, welcome. I'm Sasha. I work here. What can I get you fine folk tonight?"
Oh,
First, we should probably start with something to drink. Tell you what, friends. First drinks on me tonight. What do we
I was
feel?
gonna ask about prices. Not to skimp, but we're all a little what's the capital slang for broke?
I don't remember.
Is
I
there
forgot to have the page
Scuffed.
open.
No, that's desperate is to be scuffed.
We're not desperate. We are broke.
one?
Down on sticks.
Down sticks.
Yeah, we're all a little down on sticks tonight.
She smiles and it's like, "Oh, I guess you didn't pick the place. Who are you meeting?"
No one. Just thought we'd come have some sushi. It's
Oh,
been a rough day.
totally understood. We're just used to a certain clientele, but no, that's great. I mean, the food is great. And she kind of points. I've told Ryuji several times that we should just actually put a sign outside and try to like just, but he's set on his ways. You guys do notice at this point, now that you're sitting and you're looking into the bar, the chef has kind of like the simple mech arm on his left arm, his right arm. Behind him, the kitchen is small. Behind him, mounted up on the wall, on a polished dark wood plaque, like or like a mount or plaque, is this beautiful katana.
Mm.
Ooh, how about that?
It's kind of like this is like a black and red scabbard with a golden cap depicting like a tiger, and a tight a dark burgundy with like gold thread wrapping on the handle.
And the chef is Ryuji?
Yeah.
2 U's or 1 U?
Ryuiji.
Ryuiji, okay.
Yeah. But she was like, but if you're here for the food, he is an excellent chef. A platter like what those girls are having, I'll run you 50.
So what were they having? I didn't look.
Like a big like sushi platter, like moriwase, like sashimi specifically.
Oh,
It's enough for like 2 or 3. So usually it's like with drinks and everything comes about 35 a person, 40 a person.
oof.
Hey, you feeling a hole in your pocket right now, Yok?
I mean, we just got paid.
You're gonna get paid
We
tomorrow
can
too.
we can splurge a little bit tonight, and we're already here, so
Yeah, bring a chef's choice, I guess. Unless you guys have something specific in mind.
How about I start you with a local draft?
That sounds
that
great.
sounds very good.
Sure.
She smiles and turns around and just kind of heads out. Within like about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, she's back with like a couple like small bowls of like edamame and like little like long like fritter type things, like just kind of like little snack things to just get you started, and 5 large mugs of ice cold, very clear ale of some sort.
Clear.
Like it's not like clear as in transparent, but like very light.
Is it
Okay.
like a super dry?
I don't know quite, but yeah, it's very nice, very refreshing. Like a hint of citrus to it. You guys gather it's designed so you can just like down a bunch of it while you're drinking, like when you're eating like salty foods, you know?
Like a soju.
Yeah.
I don't even
Val
know
will
what
raise her
color
glass. She'll say, "Cheers to a job well done."
Cheers.
Oh, that's acai. Okay. Yeah. Cheers. Host and drink.
No, I'm looking up acai.
Am I crazy? Is super dry not Asahi? Are they two different things?
No, they are.
Okay.
Asahi is it's the first super dry, I believe.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys have your beers. You're sitting around talking. I will say about 30 minutes in, while like dishes are coming out little by little, and it's more like she brings you like a few things for you to just kind of pick at, and then she as you right now she brings you more stuff, and she's kind of like very attentive actually. You almost gather that she's happy to have some customers that are here to eat as opposed to just kind of like talk
And not
backroom
packing.
deals.
Yeah.
But about 30 minutes in, while she finally kind of like, first she brought you these like little snacks, then like a platter of kind of like just fried little like dumplings and chicken rolls and stuff like that. And then finally it comes like with a big platter of like just sushi and nigiri, like just on the side, like sashimi. Around that time, the door opens, and you guys see 2 tall figures walk in with full on like cloaks that rag towards the bottom, and they just kind of like the hood of the cloak is pulled back. One of them has a shaved head with like a metallic glowing ring that goes around the top of the head, and like a little bit bags under their eyes. Another one kind of has this like just big beard, with a bunch of like little glowing knickknacks just tied to the beard. The beard probably goes to like bottom of the chest, of the like pecs, and long hair that is pulled back as well. And they're both wearing these long cloaks. They appear to be wearing some sort of armor underneath, but at a glance, they don't seem to be armed.
Is there any markings on them, or
Hmm.
You guys can give me perception checks if you like.
Is that what I think it is? What I just thought about a second ago?
What?
Val doesn't
Could
see
be
it? It's
wrong.
on her right side.
Yeah. You are sneaking a little piece of fried chicken to Ghost.
Yay!
Oof. Those are some concealing cloaks.
So I do know it's that.
Yeah, probably. It looks to you. Joe, yeah, all of you, it's kind of like you can't make out any symbols, but they are both striking in the way they are dressed and made up. But for all their, like, the impression they give, the first one that walks in, this like thin man with like the shaved head and like pale skin and this kind of like little halo like headpiece, looks and goes like, chef, evening. And Ryuji kind of goes like, evening. The others have not arrived yet. So in the back table in the corner.
Shit.
He nods and smiles, and they kind of like just step in and go and sit down by the back table. They just go like this. He lifts his hands like, Miss Zambrano, please. 2 of your steel cities, huh? And she goes like, yeah, coming up. And she see her pouring 2 more of these draft beers.
Man, like in real life, I am so uncomfortable, and I feel like I'm in a place where I shouldn't be in. That I should leave immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt, on a 2, I will say you can tell these 2 are not armed,
Okay.
but they are wearing armor underneath. Like there's a single shoulder pad that you can see outline on one of them as they just walk past you and they sit down. They seem to be waiting for someone, as they can sit down and ask for a couple beers.
Alright. I'm curious. I'm keeping an eye on them.
Right?
Man, out of character. I think I know what they are, but
So your food is on the table. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to talk about or plan or.
Are we
Or play Never Have I Ever. I don't know what the plan is.
Are we allowed to talk about our mission in the morning? Is that gonna stir up some trouble if we start talking about Valentes in here?
I mean, we could
That's-
probably talk kind of quiet.
You can talk around it too. You just don't have to mention names specifically.
True.
I'll hold up my drink and just say, cheers to a job well done, everybody.
Second cheers. All right.
Second cheers.
Yes.
Ada goes, cheers. So you're gonna go to Turkey tomorrow?
Yep, that's the plan, I think.
So
What were
yeah.
we doing at the Turkey?
what was that?
What were we doing at the Turkey? Is that the
There is someone's son that we have to talk to
right?
there and investigate some rumors.
For what it's worth, I asked around after you mentioned it earlier today before you went shopping. The person you're interested in is usually there early, like sometimes 9, 10 in the morning,
Mm.
and they tend to leave by 11.
A tight window.
So we probably wanna
Hmm.
beat him there,
Gotta get up early.
or show up stylishly late.
9 to 11. That's out of character. That's just like, I'm guessing he's just not there to actually leisurely lounge around. Like he's just there to just like check the books or something and just like, and then like leave.
You do not know. It doesn't sound like he's there for long.
Yeah.
I will say, based upon those hours, he's probably not there to just enjoy leisure time. How are we going to engage in conversation with him if he's just there for business?
I mean, you could still talk to somebody in a non-business sense. Schmooze them up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very non-business atmosphere, so it shouldn't seem too out of place, I think.
Fair enough.
Besides, I mean, there's always the option that if he's only there on business, we could go with a very business-like approach.
I don't know if he's going there spreading rumors about his dad owning all these territories that are Lev's. Well, I guess one territory that's Lev's. I don't know how much business he's doing.
But that's what I mean. We can go in there and just be very serious and not be very coy, but just kind of, if he's there on like business, just be very straightforward and upfront with him about why we're there and what we're trying to find out.
Definitely sounds like a bit of a narcissist who probably wants to feel like a big boy,
yeah.
so we can easily lean into that.
Yeah, play into his ego might be good.
Sure. Are we all going in there?
Don't have to.
I don't see why not.
Bell shrugs.
There's a ding, 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 ding as the door opens, and you see a woman, tall, like a tech visor over her eyes, hair in a tall bun, wearing a sharp kind of like business type pantsuit, very like well tailored. She turns around. She has a shorter man with her with like a briefcase, also wearing like a very like sharp high collar suit, and there's two other men also in suits outside, and she kind of puts her hands on them. It's like, it's better if you don't come in here. And they both kind of nod and they stand to the side. They don't go in. They go in, they give Ryuji a nod, and they go towards the back and sit across from the two figures that walked inside earlier.
Did they pay any attention to our table?
No.
Okay.
They just kind of right to the back.
Also, is the
Sasha.
sushi- Is it good?
Surprisingly, yes. And Wyatt and Jug, this might be the first time you've eaten actual fish.
No,
Wow.
this doesn't taste like real fish.
Val
What?
just gives White a look.
But it is fish. It's real fish.
This is definitely fish.
Yeah.
And
It's a combination of like some farm grown stuff, some like imitation, like fungal or considered like fish like things, and also actual fish. Like there's different roles that have different things.
I mean, to why the keel serves real fish, so this doesn't taste like real fish.
Oh boy, I'm glad we didn't go there.
But you do see these figures. They don't pay any attention to you. Sasha, almost as if like she was just waiting, immediately gets a couple more drafts, picks up a little like long platter of like yakitori type like skewers, and heads towards them and just puts it between them and just very quickly turns around and walks away as if trying not to overhear anything.
Are they like too far away from us to hear?
The place is relatively small, so you could try, if you all are quiet, you guys could try to overhear the conversation.
That's sus as fuck.
Yeah, Yoke is not interested in
Wait, sorry,
whatever the hell's going on over there.
I missed what happened. What was that?
I was just
I'm saying
asking
like
if I could hear them.
yeah, I was saying like the place is small, so if you guys are quiet, you could try to overhear the conversation they're having.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Even though like we're all talking and stuff, can I just try to overhear it anyway? Just see if I
Sure,
can
I'll
roll
set
high
the difficulty
enough.
up higher, but you
Hey,
can try it.
Doyle.
I'm not gonna get it, but I'm curious.
Yeah, give me a perception check. I'll put the difficulty a bit higher.
If only I had Spectre here to just stick bug in the background under the table.
Session insight. 2.
2. Unfortunately, you do not catch bits of conversation. It seems to be not tense, but terse. Like very, like a little bit differential. There's no like friendly type of overtures, but also no open hostility between these two groups. They're just kind of like talking. At some point, the woman looks at the shorter like man in the suit, and he opens the briefcase and turns it. You see a glow of something electronic, and like a data pad or something projecting an image in the briefcase. The two people in cloaks kind of like lean forward, and one looks up at the two what is essentially probably mini suits across the way, and just kind of like nods, and they just keep talking.
So the latter two people that entered do not seem to be part of the Skyway Gang association.
No, they look corporate.
Mm.
From
Okay.
your experience that you've seen, like they look very corporate-ish.
Okay. Interesting. Anyways. So yeah. Turkaya.
Has anybody been there
So
before?
yeah, what does a leisure club even mean? Like,
Have I been there? Probably not.
I don't think you guys have been. Yeah, Ada was like, I haven't been there. Most of the clientele are like old dudes, so
Well, Lev
It's
said
like
it
a
was
country
a sauna.
club.
or a Turkish baths. Yeah, like what Nora just said.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to get naked.
so yeah, that's what I was worried about. So I was going to say,
That's what you're worried about.
about all of us going in there. Would it be like, how do I explain it? Co-ed, or would it be separated? Because if it's separated, then it's going to be hard for like half of this group to be able to interact with the target.
Right. And Wyatt, can you submerge? Or will that mess with your... And then she
Oh,
taps
he's
her
fine. It's all drenched in liquids right now anyways.
arm.
Blood. He's talking about blood.
Yeah. Fluids.
Right.
I mean, blood among other things.
What's
Can I
the
look it
time?
up on my data pad?
If Wyatt can submerge.
No. If it's Turkey, it is co-ed. If it's a bunch of old people, I imagine it's co-ed. They probably don't
Yes, give me a
That's such a weird way to say it, too.
Give
Can
you
you
a-
submerge?
give me an investigation check.
Fuck.
I don't think there's really any normal way to say it.
I know,
considering
it's
there's
just a funny thing to say. Though.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the Turkey has a central like sauna area, and it has a like that is co-ed, and it has a smaller male only section and a smaller female only section, and then has about a half dozen private saunas
VIP.
that are kind of VIP stuff. It also has a small bar/restaurant.
Oh, nice. We can go there for breakfast. That was sarcasm.
I don't see what the problem with that.
What? Going to a sauna for breakfast? Really?
I mean, I've been strip clubs for breakfast, so I don't see what the problem with that is.
Are we getting sushi?
You've been having. She brought you the platters.
No.
What happened?
presented for us.
Drawing.
Flutter.
Yeah, draw.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Um,
Ada goes like, for one, I'm happy. I'm not going with you guys tomorrow.
you're happy that you're not?
Shy.
Empathy check.
No. Yeah, give me an empathy check.
Can
He's
Ada
like-
not submerge?
I am not shy, but I'm also not thrilled about the undercover mission to the old man naked place.
Yeah.
Well, we can ask around and see where he goes. If he goes to the sauna, we'll catch him on his way out or in. If he just goes to hang out at the restaurant, we'll go have a drink with him.
I'm just going to say it. It's going to seem very confrontational if we have to stop him in the middle of the communal area.
Could let me do it.
Nora's great at confrontations.
Not put on a little charm. I don't know, flirt with him or something. Guys like that.
Oh god, I'm dying to see this.
You keep showing your nipple to everyone, so you know what it's like, I guess.
I don't show my nipples to people. I want to look up this place on my data pad just to kind of like see what kind of info there is about it. Do they have like key cards, VIP badges and stuff, or just any kind of information like that?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, I got a 2 on mine.
Yeah, and you kind of figure out the layout and stuff. So you can see if he gets more than that. That'll be the case.
Was that what I was asking?
I thought you figured
Oh,
out
I
if
was
it was
wondering
co-ed.
if it was
Yeah.
co-ed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Wyatt, unfortunately, you cannot find much more than what Nora already found. It's mostly like the layout of the space. It seems to be front desk, like which Nora, you also found this, like a hallway, front desk, to the left, the bar and restaurant, to the right, the saunas, and then before you reach the communal saunas, there's a staircase up visible from the front desk that goes to the private rooms.
We gotta have some sort of badges or something.
But unfortunately, yeah, there's no explanation of the security systems, if any. All right, so but yeah, so Ada kind of goes like, all right, so what is your plan for this thing? Because you're gonna go lay some heavy accusations on him, right? Or are you just
No.
trying to?
Like I said, I think we should play to his ego. Try to get him to spill some beans.
Just
But
play
then-
him up like
like-
he's the person in the know and you came for information and just get him
And
to
if
talk.
he admits to these things and he says he's the guy that's been spreading all of this, what's the idea then? We're all naked in the sauna.
We just
Well-
need the information. We don't need to bring him in, right?
Like you guys had said, he's probably just, just the one doing the talking and stuff. He's probably not actually responsible for a lot of the stuff, so probably can do a follow-up to figure out who's behind all of it.
I mean, this job, it's not to shut down this information, right? It's just to find out
I think
who's
that's part of
doing
it.
It is, I mean, from what I understood of it, like, we need to find out where these rumors are coming from and then stop them. If people start getting these ideas, the problem is people are acting as if Valenti's territory now belongs to this other guy.
Okay, then we just follow him outside and send a message.
I mean, that's an option, yeah.
I think, didn't Lev very specifically say not to,
Threaten.
not to threaten him?
It won't
'Cause-
be a threat. It'll actually happen.
Objective: find out where these rumors are coming from and report it back to Levin. That's all it says.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't think we need to do anything about this. Just let him handle it.
Ada kind of like elbows you a little bit. Chuck, whatever you do, just record it. It'll be really
Oh.
funny.
Funny for who?
For me.
That's what I thought.
Empathy check.
Give me an empathy check.
Oh,
What are you empathy checking?
Ada.
No.
You don't know. She's a mystery wrapped in enigma.
So mysterious.
It goes both ways, I see.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I think we need to talk to him.
so all we're doing is just confirming that he's the one spreading the rumors?
just
Or
figure
where
out
he
who.
heard the rumors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My concern
That's
is
true, because if it's the son just sort of parroting what his dad is saying, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Or he
Yeah.
claims that he's the big guy who is saying all this
Pulling the
stuff, and he's
shots?
not actually.
Yeah. I suppose that's going to take some smooth talking to get to the the truth of the matter, though. If all he's doing is spreading rumors, he won't want to come clean about that.
This
I would
might
think.
be a situation you cannot solve with a rifle and a stick. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't need
Val's
a
looking
stick.
quite.
Nora said, I don't need a stick.
What was Val saying?
Oh, she was just like, yeah, I'm aware of that.
Ada kind of like no, so she like eats a bit more sushi. Like, mm. So that's tomorrow, right? I think Cricket's gonna be going down to the night zone with Emmanuel. So it'll just have to be the four of you. What are you planning for the rest of the week, guys? First week in 6, exciting.
Out of character, do we know that Joke wants to go to the Night Zone too?
I think you said last time,
I-
didn't you?
I was planning on going down there, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Val will inquire about that. Joke, you mentioned you had business you wanted to attend to in the Night Zone. Is that right?
Yeah, Emmanuel had invited me to go down to, is it the Bite Czar that's down there?
Bites are?
The Bitsar is on it's on the mid zone, mid city. It's Retro Res is in the night zone.
Retro Res, that's the one. Yeah, Retro Res.
What is
I've not
that?
been to. It's like a data bar. I've not been in there before. When I was little. I wasn't allowed to go. So I've always been curious.
You weren't allowed to go?
Yes, it's not fully legitimate establishment.
You guys,
You might be familiar with those.
I will say, Wyatt, you do seem like the type. You guys know Dream Theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would know it, right?
Yeah. VR environments, stuff beamed directly into your head, algorithmic actors and all that stuff. Imagine one for porn and snuff. And you have Retro Res.
Shit.
Wait, that's what that is?
Well, among other things, bootleg stuff, combat sims, but you can find some gnarly stuff. There's a reason your aunt didn't let you go.
Yeah, but I thought it was for like the violent stuff, not for like that stuff. Is that what it's really known for? I don't really want to go anymore.
It's. I mean, I don't know anything data, Joke. So I'm usually reliant on you, but at least according to Emmanuel, it's when you find all that like really underground stuff.
Wait, that's how Emmanuel described the place? He didn't describe the place like that to me.
Emmanuel just says that's where you find the like really underground like hidden stuff. So
Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, what
which
sort of
includes
stuff is
like
he-
I don't know. I've never been there. Like, just why are you on my case about it? I'm just saying.
Just you described it very like I don't know. weird.
Can I
Some
Go
of-
somewhere else.
Some of those hollow logs, like that get traded, have those things, and they tend to come from there, and these through there.
What exactly are you trying to get there?
Well, besides like hollow data, you can get a lot of interesting data mods out of those places because they, that's their business. So I was going to go there and see if maybe I could get some, like, drones actually run on a complex suite of data modules, and so most like drones and mechs run actually on a percentage of 30 to 40% data mods. So yeah, it's a good way to either upgrade Hell or maybe put aside like some data mods for a future project.
Ada yawns and pretends to fall asleep on Wyatt's shoulder. Sorry.
Nora
Someone-
definitely like blanks out, just blank staring at Yoke. Okay.
Yog just gets kind of flustered and is like pretending to drink.
I'm just messing with you. I think it's cute and funny when you talk tech stuff. It's just I was always Sadie was the only one who understood you when you were saying those things, But
I forget I don't have really any good conversation partners here at this table.
When you go, would you like us to go with you, or wasn't sure if that's something you want to do on your own?
Ada interrupts you entirely, joke, and goes like, "Please go with him."
I was going to say that I'm a grown man and can handle myself. I know the Night Zone.
Yes, you are, but I made your aunt a promise and your dad a promise, so.
Val sits up a little bit, and then she says, "Well then, it's settled. As team leader, we're all going with you."
Fine.
Okay, but not tonight. It's like 10 p.m.
No, it would be tomorrow evening. I have some plans tonight, actually.
Oh,
Nothing. It's just a phone call to a friend. A friend I've been out of touch with for a while, and she's actually, it's Sadi, the girl Ada mentioned. The three of us were really like best friends growing up.
Empathy check.
knowledge check. Is this Sadi from Campaign 1?
No.
No, Sadi Busaid, please.
He feels like 70 years old.
60-year-old man.
We go way back.
Yeah, he'd be like 70 now.
He just comes in like
Sadi was like 40.
Comes in.
Yeah.
How do you do,
Maybe like
kiddos?
60. How do you do, fellow young people?
nah, he comes in like Rick and Morty, like, oh yuck, come on, we gotta go on adventures. We're gonna Gmod.
Wait, so does Yoke mean like best friends, or is there a little bit of a crush in there somewhere? Or X factor?
Is that what Nora's trying to... What does Nora get with a 2?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, with a 2?
Probably not much.
I will.
He's already flustered.
Say, I will say I can say out
You can
loud
roll
that-
something. Or you can say whatever you like.
No, because he's not trying to hide anything. I would say there doesn't seem to be any sort of like romantic inclination when when he mentions her. Either past or present.
With Sadie.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
What about with Ada?
There's one roll for both girls.
It's okay. You don't have to share. It's fine.
Keep your
I don't know.
secrets.
You know what's hilarious? I don't know if I want to like... I'm gonna ask Tyler.
Because the thing is, like, I think I already fucking know. So I just see.
Probably best not.
Yeah, we'll let him find out. We'll let him find out.
If it's like
Are they
staring me down.
siblings? Is this like incestuous romantic feelings?
I can't believe this is happening. We're related.
Oh my God.
I will say there does seem to be like
Tension.
yeah, I guess Yoke seems confused about Ada right now. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, he seems confused. He seems like he doesn't know how to act around her right now. Like he's trying to act like they would usually act around each other, but yeah, yeah, he's not sure.
Something's up with Jack.
He's so
Something
sus.
sucks.
Definitely like a friends to lovers, but they must have had like a sibling-ish relationship. I get it.
Something went down.
Something went down.
Biggest like mystery of the campaign, Jock's
Yeah.
love life.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
Alright, so plan set. We go to the Turquía in the morning, catch this Maurizio shit somewhere, get some information out of him, and take it from there.
Sounds good.
And
I
then to
mean,
the night zones.
yeah. But as far as tonight goes, where do we want to go for supplies?
Bread.
'Cause-
Right.
Yeah.
At this point,
It's a night market, right?
another group of people have walked in.
Shit.
You guys see like these people are kind of like more like normal looking, but you do see like hints of light armor underneath their clothes. It is like a group of 3 men. One of them seems dressed a little bit different. No clear identifiers, but one of them is in a much looser suit with a burgundy scarf kind of loosely on his shoulders, and like a little wavy black hair with almost like a little like Clark Kent type curly Q like that goes in the front. And next to him are 2 like a little bit more rough around the edges, looking like combat vet looking people. Also all unarmed, and they also kind of take a back table, like they take the other booth next to you guys, and Sasha immediately runs forward with drinks and stuff. It seems like through the night people come here, make deals, eat something, and leave, and then they cycle in.
Alright.
Are we supposed to be unarmed in here? Nobody's armed, right?
You've seen the 3 people that were here when you arrived are all very evidently armed, but all the other
right.
groups that have arrived seem to be unarmed.
I almost said you guys ready to Delta.
Sasha just kind of walk back up to you. It's like, more drinks. Would you like anything else to eat? That's why how many rounds of drinks have you gone through? Have you guys gone through? You've been here for like an hour.
I think Nora only had 1. She does have to drive. She's a little bit responsible. Just a little bit, though.
Ada
I
kind
mean,
of
if
goes like,
it's been an hour, Yoke's probably had like, oh well, Ada's there.
You
my
better watch it.
I have 1 drink
Wow.
since
You had a
she's
single-
watching me.
Is it-
He probably went to like order a second round and she slapped his hand.
which is funny because she's on her 3rd beer.
Uh-huh.
What are you saying?
Kind of looks like, if it's just beer and we're all hanging out, that's okay. Just don't overdo it, you know?
Okay.
Nora's more focused on food, I think.
Are you like eating industrial amounts of sushi?
She's like
Not
Goku.
industrial amounts, but a good bit. She used a lot of nanite stuff today, so yeah, we need to replace those nutrients.
Can
I
you
will
use
say Yoke-
like the nanites to like help you like digest like more efficiently? that a thing?
No. Basically, JD and I have determined that Nora's nanites because her body produces them, it takes a lot more energy for her to like operate in the day.
They're like
Oh.
protein based, and
Well, no, that's how like all the nanite host stuff works. That's why it goes along your spine. Like it actually is using
Like your
like
own
stuff
fat
you
and
eat and
stuff.
whatnot to produce nanites, and they're not designed to last for long outside
Yeah.
your body, and that's why you have an amount of energy for a maximum number of uses you can use nanites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Nora gets
Then
hungry.
you get
when
real
she-
hungry. Yeah.
That's why
That's fun.
why it's like Bender. He uses beer to power.
alcohol to
Well,
produce nanites.
Yours balances out though, because most of your body is metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out those 2 drinks, like, it's probably like 300 calories. That's all you need.
Um,
I think
Sasha
Val
kinda
would have
like-
had 2 drinks.
raise you guys the last drinks. So yeah, everyone who's had more than one drink, give me just like a quickie fortitude endurance check.
Shit, we're going grocery shopping drunk.
Oh no, my liver's too powerful.
Was that a 2 for you, Nora?
No, I'm not. I only had one.
Oh, yeah, only the one.
I didn't roll enough
Uh-oh.
dice.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
Crit, fail.
You get
crit,
drunk.
fail.
Oh,
I'm
just one.
fine. Oh,
Nope.
Joke, you lightweight bitch.
It's probably good he didn't have more than one.
I had 2.
Mhm.
8 is okay, but she's starting to get. Actually, no, she had 3 drinks.
Oh, honey. How bad is she?
I would say both her and Joke failed by 1, so they're both tipsy.
But they're not like sick, right?
Yeah, no, they are
Okay.
definitely Joke.
'Cause
You're
if they were,
definitely
they'd be walking home.
you're definitely like happy. Like this is like you got like a little bit of tingle on your hands, and like you get that thing where like your nose and your mouth are a little bit like and you feel a little bit like unburdened. You definitely
I'm buzzing.
you definitely recognize that pleasant buzz stage.
Yeah.
Does he feel a little more open up, more talkative?
The shrimp head. Oh my god.
yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about? Coyote.
I'm just curious about your past and all. How you became a doctor.
I didn't. I'm uncertified. Next question.
Yeah, you got a little skull patch there on your shirt, right? Looks like an academy thing or something.
Biogen. Yes. Biogen Superior Academy. So superior.
You sound very fond of this place.
No, it was fine. So
He just kind of
Sa-
giggling.
Hush. Sadi got me in. She got in there first. It was her idea to go to a nice school and get learning, and then work our way up into like the upper levels. So
Joke
it was a
here
good
is,
idea.
like, certified genius, like
Alright.
whole like partial scholarship and everything.
yeah.
Partial.
Yeah. Partial scholarship that didn't last.
I mean-
What happened?
We don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Scholarship got pulled.
Yeah. That was a while ago though.
Did
But
you?
I was coasting fine
Wait,
until recently, and then I had a crash. And my yeah.
That just kind of like looks down a little bit and give me an empathy check.
Everybody?
Anyone who wants to. I'll say except Joke, because I think Joke knows what's up.
Yeah, no, he's part of he's part of it.
Also, when Joke said crash, does he mean like a
Oh
car
my
crash or just like
God.
a like
No.
a metaphoric crash?
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
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 thank you.
No.
Bro, that's crit fails for everybody.
my
That's-
God.
That's across the board. Yeah,
I
beer
didn't get any
does.
ones. I didn't get any ones.
I did.
Is it still a crit fail?
I would
It's not
say
minimum.
it is.
Don't make us
Oh.
crit fail on this. We're just
Yeah,
chatting.
I did say
I'll count
anyone
it.
who wants to.
I'll at least count it for the numbers.
Chatting. We're just
I'm not gonna give you stress for this because it's not a stressful situation.
But it goes on
But
the
I
board.
would say those count towards the crit fail counters.
Yeah.
Wait, did I give you guys the link to the thing? I didn't, did I?
Nah.
Oopsies. Hold on.
We'll never find out about joke. Beer dice.
I'm a mystery inside an enigma.
You failed so hard, I should go back and erase some of my notes now.
Oh boy.
They kind of both look down at their glasses for a second. Anna kind of looks at Joke and just presses her lips together and just kind of shoulder bumps him, and goes like, "Well, you know what? You have a bright future in smuggling now.
Oh, yes.
And it's a
Very
lot
bright.
more fun than that stuck-up, stinky academy. Don't tell Sadie I said that."
You know, it's funny that you should say that. Because today was so interesting. It really was a clear view into my future. I have never been shot at so much in my life, and
The trick is not letting them hit you.
well, they didn't, but they nearly dropped hell. Whatever. Just the drone Sadi built me, and you helped, and they were car got electrified.
Yeah.
It was it was just a regular walk through capital.
But it was exciting, though, wasn't it? Like, much better than
I
some
mean-
snobby rich kids that were in 5th.
Honestly, I
I
feel
don't know.
like the day before that was even more intense for Joke. I only get pretty banged up, and he got slammed into a car by Cricket.
Oh no! Don't tell her
Yeah.
about that.
Beef up a little bit, I think.
He got all burned up by that acid.
He's a little bit of a noodle.
I'll start working out.
It's okay, you're our noodle.
Nah, no. Don't want to be a noodle.
Val kind of makes like a very proud face. Well, I've got just a fitness regiment. We'll get you whipped up into good shape in no time.
Oh boy.
I regret saying anything.
You see it like in her casual outfit, like one of Val's arms is the size of Joke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Val could probably bench press Yoke's entire weight.
As you're kind of like finishing up, Sasha comes up and is like, all right, so who should I, and she kind of does a little like check sign in the air.
Oh, I guess we should all pitch in, but we
know
can
what?
probably just take one check. Oh, yeah.
I'll reach out for it.
All right, he goes like, I gave you guys a first timer kind of like discount, if you know, and you get a check for 220 credits.
Oh.
Jesus.
Alright, 220.
Ada kind of goes like, here, I didn't get shot at today, at least, and she slides 50 credits in a cred stick towards the center of the table.
Oh, it's 220 divided by 5. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
I get the discount on this too? The my good with
What does
money?
your discount say exactly?
Discount to purchases equal to 10 plus charisma.
Is it all purchases or is it specifically gear?
It just
I think
says
it's-
discount to purchases.
Oh.
I guess Val rescinds her offer.
Wait, what?
Is bartering?
You forgot.
What was
Is this
your offer?
bartering or is this? Oh, is this good with money? I
It's a
forgot.
good money trait. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Good with money might give you a discount on this. It's pretty much just creative accounting.
Yeah.
We bought the stuff that was on sale.
Yep. So yeah, you do have your discount for this.
Sweet. So 17% off.
Because like everyone pulls out the phones and starts doing math.
183.
And Ada put 50 down.
183.
182.6. So it's 37 a pop. Ada, chill. I don't say that. Okay, that's just a lot.
Is tipping a thing in Radinov or no?
Depends on whether you want Sasha and you like Sasha and like you thought she did a good job.
Okay. Well,
Not when you're poor.
I know, like in the real world, some places would see a tip as an insult. So I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think they would see it as an insult, but she definitely does get paid. It's not like she lives off the tip.
Okay.
Shit.
So
My
it's
slide's empty over.
34 per person, right?
30. Is it 34 or fuck? I don't remember. Hold on.
Well, I just subtracted the 50 from.
220 times 0.83 is 182.6 divided by 5 is 37 a person.
Oh, but you need to subtract the 50 that Ada put down.
And then.
Oh,
divide
so
by four.
she's not tipping. All right.
I think she was just paying her share, right?
Yeah, she was paying her share and a little bit more.
So, do I do the discount first? Yeah. Minus 50 divided by 5. It's 27 a person. Lord.
Wait, how much?
No, divided by 4. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just 4.
Yes, 33 a person.
Okay. 33.
That wasn't too bad. Alright.
Oh,
I'll
fuck, I put
pay
it-
for it and
And
then
then you
I'll
have to add your.
I put 40 and then I give Wyatt 40 and I put 10 down for a tip.
Well, you gave me 40?
I give.
Yeah, for my part.
No, it's
I
only
will-
33?
But I gave you 40.
Go on, Val.
I will also give 40, and the excess will be a tip.
Okay.
What was it? 33? Yoke puts 33, and then he'll leave.
Two credit sip.
And then he leaves. No, he leaves. So, 7 credits. You even out to 40.
So she's gonna get tipped like 20% on this. So
That's
with
great.
you guys like adding stuff. So yeah, that's fine.
No, I specifically gave her 10 for a tip and 40 to Wyatt.
40 to Wyatt.
Yeah.
So Wyatt, Nora does not seem to be good at the counting part.
Okay. I guess I'll take that money straight to my.
It's not that.
Yes.
She's not bad at counting. No.
All right. As people kind of like cycle in and out, I would say like the entire like probably spent like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours here, like eating and drinking and talking. You head out. Is there anything else you'd like to do here in the Chrome Koi before you leave?
And I want to. But I probably shouldn't. When it get us in trouble.
Don't try to steal a sword.
No, I'm not gonna try to steal the sword.
That's my job. I will take, like, if we have like one last little bit of food or whatever left, I'll just kind of throw it in front of Princess as we walk out.
Princess catches in the air.
Let me guess. Was it the shrimp?
As I was thinking, the little
I
shrimp
knew
head.
it? Are there any like memorabilia or anything, or like symbols for different gangs in here, or is it
No,
just
the only,
clear?
I mean, no, there's stuff like on the walls. You see a couple of like small, like clay looking like masks hanging from red string. They're hanging on stuff. There's like a small, like bamboo tree, like by the door. There's like little banners and stuff hanging. There's memorabilia and stuff, but nothing that you could directly associate with a gang other than the steel veil. Skyway.
Okay, so this is like, I guess we can surmise this is like the neutral spot in their territory then.
You had very acutely mentioned this was smack down in the middle of the district.
Right.
So this seems to be Steel Veil territory, but it functions as a
So this is 6th district gangs then that come here.
yeah, it seems to be 6 districts. So this is the meeting in like the meeting point, the like deal making neutral area, and it is overseen by the Steel Veil.
Okay. Trying to figure out why I know this place then. Cool. I guess as we leave, I'll just tell Ryuichi, thanks for the hospitality. Fish is good.
He nods. Of course it is. Thank you. Come again. And turns around and just kind of like starts. He's just filleting what appears to be some weird like alien squid type thing. Just,
Can I empathy check? The
Nora
come
or
again?
Ryuichi? Huh?
The come again. Ryuichi.
Oh yeah, give me an empathy check.
He said come again, but he was very suspicious of us when we first came in. Was he being genuine? Does he want us to come back?
He does seem to be genuine. He doesn't seem to like. And just remember the check. He seems to wear his emotions on the sleeve a little bit. So if this guy was at some point a gangbanger or like a Steel Veil member or something, he wasn't a boss type. He was probably like a bruiser or someone who was not required to hide his emotions or like operate surreptitiously.
Okay. Cool. Yok also says thank you for the food. He kind of like sways a bit, but he gets out the door.
Ada kind of just leans into you a little bit joke and just the two of you just kind of drunkenly step out. You're obviously it's not like a full wasted stuff. You guys are just a little bit tipsy.
Yeah. Just swaying a little bit.
Ada kind of goes like, all right, so Emmanuel asked me to make sure you guys got bread.
Right, that's what I was gonna ask GM. Is there a place to shop around here in the night market?
All kinds of places, yeah.
Well, shit, let's go shopping.
Is that literally the only thing that's on the grocery list? Just bread?
No, there's a bunch of stuff, but Ada doesn't remember any of it other than bread.
Wyatt has a list, right?
Yeah, I've got a list. It's all booze, though.
I don't believe you.
That's what it's gonna be.
You guys think Love is back? I can just ask him.
I have the list, it's fine.
You just said it was all booze. He's not
Yes.
gonna send us out here to buy all booze.
Let's just go.
Ada kind of shrugs. I bet some of it is booze.
I mean, what is booze if not liquid bread?
As a point, that's Jock knows history. Something old out of Egypt.
I'm gonna walk off towards the stalls.
She's fun.
Nora just walks off. Val, what are you doing?
Yeah, she'll go along.
Ghost kind of follows. I would say, Wyatt, you do have the list. How reliable or truthful are you being to the rest about the contents of said list at the end of the day?
I'm being honest, as always.
For the first time in your life.
Why would there be any reason to lie about a grocery list?
I don't know, but
Hidden agenda.
he keeps doing it. So I was like, okay. All right, cool. So I would say, yeah, between the night market and there's also like a bunch of like smaller kind of corner store vibe stores here in the night market itself. And for where we were missing, there's like a bunch of like what you might call it. There's like a bunch of like also like automated supermarkets and stuff like that, like scattered all through the district and the mega block and stuff. So especially here, you're on like 33rd floor. It's like very middle classy. So you definitely find everything you need. You can like buy. Are you guys gonna buy pancake mix, or are you gonna like avoid that?
I think we'll avoid that.
Well, question: Did Soko make pancakes with pancake mix, or did he try to mix it himself?
Ada was like, no, it was the mix. It makes it
the fuck?
all the more befuddling.
I mean, unless somebody else wants to make it, I think we can just safely avoid it.
Maybe.
Honestly, I can't really do pancakes anymore because of Soko.
Yeah.
They're just kind of ruined for me.
Oh, we can buy the whatchamacallit, the squeeze out ones.
Oh yeah, those are pretty decent.
He just like that, and if he burns those, okay. But if he undercooks them, we just leave them out a little bit.
What if we just bought a waffle iron and waffle mix and just had to make waffles? You can't really go wrong that way because there's a timer on it and it says, "Hey, the waffles are done."
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I'm pretty sure Soko would find a way.
What
Yeah,
is
no,
It's weird because he's
Not
okay with cars.
Well, cars and food, I think, are two different things.
I think they are, yes.
what about the pre-made frozen variety? Even less likely
Yeah,
to
that's
mess
a
up.
good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that might be foolproof. Yes.
Well,
Let's do it.
I'm gonna pick up liquor and some synth cigars while we're out.
All right.
Ooh,
So
yeah, 10-6.
So most of the stuff is kind of like there's like just NutriPaste. There's like just generalized common supplies. You know, like pasta, frozen. Like there's some like meat stuff. There's some there's bread. There's like some spices. Just a variety of things that would be required for like the week, the following week. And without the pancake mix, it comes to about 196 credits.
Shit.
Everybody looks at Wyatt.
That's like
Wait, didn't Lev give us money for that, or no?
Lev gave Wyatt.
Oh.
No, this isn't
Emmanuel
true.
gave Wyatt money.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Okay, what's
Oh,
that with
was
my
it Emmanuel?
discount though? It was Manny, yeah.
With your
The
discount,
shit that's on sale. Look at the clearance
Yeah.
bread.
Put that
that
waffle iron
expired
back.
yesterday.
so the bread bag with the bag is slightly torn. You know, they just turned it.
I don't know if they do it here, but at least in the States and bakeries, if they'll
Yep.
leave bread out and when it expires, they put it on like a special rack and that's like half off.
I don't
Yeah.
think they do that here.
Yeah.
Well, not expired, but like close to date.
Right, if it's past
Yeah.
the expiry date. Not like moldy bread. Like if
Yeah.
it's past
Yeah.
the sell by date, they can't technically sell it at full price, I guess.
And right now they probably do sell the moldy bread and like just make your own penicillin kits.
We got this out of the dumpster
my
out back.
You get a
Ridiculous.
16%. What's your discount, Wyatt?
17.
17. Okay, so
So that'd be 33 creds, right? Off?
so it would come to 163.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that should be enough left over to give me some booze and
Since it's some booze?
Jesus.
yeah.
Maybe buy a little for all of us.
Well, I'll buy my own.
Well, just for everybody, I guess, but whatever.
Oh, we're about to be stuck at Lev's place for a few days at
Ada
least.
does buying some like nicer like snacks and stuff just like to have. She has like a little separate bag, and it was like we don't need to tell Emmanuel we got these.
Yeah, but you share with me, right?
Yeah, no, of course. I'll keep it in our room.
Okay.
How much would the liquor and synthetics cost?
Yes, let me check that real quick.
Val is on her data pad, on her nutrition app, and she is calorie counting everything.
Oh no! That is no way to live.
I just eat till I feel good.
Splurging is okay every now and then, like tonight, but I like to stay on a regimen.
Oh,
Night
Is
was
there-
splurging. Tonight was sushi.
Yeah. I mean, there was
You
a
feel
lot
that
of beer
rice?
that went with that sushi.
No, I mean, yeah, but beer is beer.
Yeah, it's like 150 calories per serving.
you are.
Oh no!
Wyatt, a bottle of decent booze and your brand of Sinsegs is probably like 40 credits.
With 17% discount, I should come out to around 36, right?
Yep.
And Val's muttering
Um,
herself, and 3 slices of pizza yesterday. Ooh.
Alright, then I'm just gonna clear myself out then.
33.
Val, you haven't even gone through Ghost's calorie counting app.
Oh shit, that's right.
Is there.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm like kind of walking around. Is there like a little. Are there any arms or armor shops or anything here? Or is it all like.
You're at a
Food
supermarket
and-
right now, but you can look around. There will be, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything.
Yeah, give me a perception check or an investigation check.
Don't even ask me for investigation. Don't do it. Who?
Give me investigation right now.
2.
I will fail.
You find a couple places. One is in the night market. Now, you are not entirely sure if these are battle-worthy weapons because some of the ninja stars have holovid animation characters on them. But some do look like sharp and they are metal, you know? It's like this kind of like pimply teenager, like just real tall with like a huge Adam's apple and like a tiny chin.
A tiny chin.
In like a black shirt and like just big Bermuda type shorts, like also black, bunch of pockets in them on them.
God.
He's kind of like sitting watching something on his data pad and goes like, "Hey, evening."
Okay, hey. Is this
Nice,
like.
nice suit.
Thanks. Well, she's in her
Oh,
casual
you're
clothes.
yeah. Those are cool clothes.
Thanks. Is this shit legit or is it like AliExpress?
I don't know. Comes from below, or just sell it. It'll hurt. It'll cut you if you're not careful. And he lifts his arm and see an old scar like just running through.
Okay. How'd that happen? Just
I was playing with the stars.
oh. Do I see like armor mods specifically?
Not here, but above, like about a block out, while the others were in the thing. There is a proper not home security, but like it's a gun shop and it does have like armors and stuff like that. But this place down in America has melee weapons itself, but you don't see like guns and shit like that in the night market. But there is a an automated blocks and exchange store with guns and armor as well, about 2 blocks out.
Okay. I don't know if I should be shopping for anything right now. I can probably wait. Right.
It goes, if I can give you my frequency if you want to get something later, you know, I could just, we deliver. I got a scooter.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. What's that guy?
could I actually
I'm-
get something? I just realized there's actually something from Blocksun that I could actually probably use.
Blocks.
Oh wait, is this Blocksun or Black Sun?
There's
Wait,
a black
am I
sun. Like there's
am
a
I getting my
proper
campaign
black
fixed?
sun.
Okay.
I just forgot you knew about Block Sun.
Yeah.
You can probably find black sun stuff further down. This is proper black sun.
I see. I just realized now that I have credits, one thing that I actually forgot to get. I wouldn't have been able to afford it anyway, but I would actually need compact mods in order for the 2 dart guns that are on Spectre. I would have needed both of them to be compact in order to fit one weapon mod. Thankfully, I didn't actually use
Both of
those
them.
darts. Yeah, during our last engagement, but I would actually need to buy those, I guess, to make that build legal.
Oh, you could definitely, if you want to go with Nora, you know,
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. I think I changed my mind about buying anything, but yeah, we can go.
What was Nora wanting to buy?
An armor mod, but then I ran into this kid, and now I'm like, we should probably go.
Did you get his digits?
I gave him mine.
Oh, even better.
he instantly sends you a message as you're
Oh.
leaving.
I
Yeah,
don't
look, it's like
respond.
you know, it's funny. It just says like, "Hey, I'm Daryl from the weapon shop. Just so you have my stuff, you know. Cool. We can chat if you want, whenever."
Okay, no, I do respond. I just say, cool, thanks, with a thumbs up, and that's it.
Is there anything cool like on his stands or anything?
Do you want to look? Give me a give me a perception check.
Not great.
There's some like novelty stuff. There's like a black plastic fan with little like flame like metal blades on the tip that just kind of as you open you can kind of pretend to cut people with it. They're sharp. You don't know. They don't seem to be like graph plate like no energy plate. They polarize, so they won't go through most armor. But if you're not wearing armor and you're playing with it, that's how people like Daryl get cuts in their forearms.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm out. But there's a Black Sun like kiosk, right?
And there's an automated like Black Sun like little exchange kiosk at the about 2 blocks down, like in a little proper sort of mall area.
Okay,
Would-
we can walk that way.
Okay. Would the compact mods would those be fairly reasonably priced, or would those actually have like a huge markup here?
I can tell you in 1 second.
But I
I
actually
have so
could
many
we
tabs.
hop in the car and just drive that way, and just like park off to the side for a sec.
Yeah.
So we don't have to walk 2 blocks, then walk back.
Yep, not a problem.
Efficiency.
I will say, Val, though, if you walk the 2 blocks and then back, that's a few calories.
Oh my god.
Burn it off.
Uh,
She probably actually has like a lots for like 2.5k to 3k a day, but I think actually the main thing she tries to count is getting enough protein and stuff.
for
Gotta
the
get that arm mass.
yeah.
Yeah.
1 sec. Okay, added Daryl's your contacts, Tiff.
Oh my god, did you really?
I love it.
Fantastic.
It's so magical seeing love bloom in campaign.
Yep.
He's gonna be the Uziel of this campaign.
Yep.
Yep. I'm absolutely gonna
He's
steal
not,
that data
I'm
pad.
not gonna be the Uziel. He's
And text
so
back.
weird.
I've met a couple of those guys. All right, so
Me
Uziel, my
too.
beloved. Alright, I'm gonna put this in the memes folder too, or the memes channel.
Just put Daryl in the news channel.
Oh,
Why
I need
is
to.
his chin so small?
You guys have met those people where you like the
Does he have
Adam's
like an
apple.
awkwardly long neck that's as
Yeah,
wide
like-
as his face?
The Adam's apple like is like about like as protruding as the chin, you know, so it almost looks like a
Yeah.
single like.
Oh god.
You must have met those people. All right, so compact mod, Kai.
Yeah, 3 of them.
At this luckily not a hard mod to come across. On the Black Sun Exchange, there are 20 credits each.
Okay. Yeah, she'll get 3 of them.
Easy peasy.
Right? You stop by. Val runs out with goes like ruff, ruff, behind her. You stand. There's like a couple other people. Like just there's like a like just tall guy in a trench coat, just kind of like buying a 6-shooter. Like just enter the thing, and the thing just kind of falls like a soda. And then he goes to the next kiosk over to buy bullets. There's one like you go to the big Black Sun one, scroll through, find the compact mods, get 3. It comes out with 2 immediately, and then you have to wait for like 30 seconds to see a drone going to the top of the building, and the third one comes out, and you grab your 3 and like just clamshell packaging with like Black Sun Federation logos, and you just jump back into the car.
Incredible. Man, if this was Grow, I would have broken the 4th wall for the one guy buying ammo, just walking like, hey, you don't gotta buy that. Ammo is free, is unlimited if it's standard type. But I shall refrain.
Shall refrain.
Grow just pops up to let us know that though.
Grow appears like he's like Clippy, you know, he just appears like. Are you guys just heading back to the garage?
Yeah, we didn't need to do anything else, right?
I think we got everything we were trying to do tonight.
Takes you another about 40 minutes to get back there. You're free to have any conversations. It is, let's see, 8, 9. It is past midnight as you guys are heading back.
Nice.
I will be right back. If you guys want to have any sort of conversations or talk about any plans that you have for tomorrow or things that you need to do this week while you're heading back to the garage, I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
IRL, I need to go to H Mart this week. That's my plan.
My plan is when we're getting into the car, I'm gonna just touch that volume knob for a second.
Touch it for a second.
Yeah.
Are you gonna short my radio?
No, I'm gonna.
You will.
Are you gonna?
So I can just turn it off if I need to.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna like rip it out of the car, just like if she turns it on.
No, I'm not gonna break a nice car.
Wait.
I guess I could just attune to the whole radio, and then I can just change it.
Yeah. Oh, Wyatt.
Alright, here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking.
You've been thinking about me?
You said the Fang, right?
That's what I said.
So, I mean, you got put there, misunderstanding. You know, it happens. I get it. But, how long was this misunderstanding lasted for?
A little over 2 years.
Oh, okay, so it really was a misunderstanding. And then they let you out, they were like, oh, alright, we make a mistake.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
The 4 was supposed to be a 9, you know, and you ended up there 2 years. That's not bad, that's not bad.
You seem surprisingly calm and chill for losing 2 years to a misunderstanding.
I had my time to lash out about it, I guess, but I'm over it.
water under the bridge, right?
Exactly.
Fair enough. Can't stay mad at things that have already happened.
And plus, it was a good time in there anyway.
Empathy,
Yeah?
check.
I will too.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me empathy checks. Oof. Oh, there you go.
Bruh.
What do they get on a 1 and a 2, Wyatt?
It was a good time in there.
Yeah.
He loved
That's
it.
what I, that's what
Look at him. He loves it.
Made a few nice contacts, made some friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're really losing out on time as long as you make the best of it.
That's right. That's right. Was it in prison or getting out of prison that you met your girlfriend?
My girlfriend?
Yeah. I
Who's
don't
my
know.
girlfriend?
Whoever was sending you,
I
undead
hear
things.
in the back of your head, is he talking about me? I'm not your girlfriend. Ew.
No, I don't think he's talking about you.
Did you
I do
this
say
out
that
loud?
out loud.
Perception check? Do I need the perception check? We're in the car,
Yeah.
right?
We're in the first.
He says it
Is there music
quietly,
blaring?
but-
Is it cold right now?
It's pretty. It's chilly.
I would keep the
The
hood
hu-
up
the top
in that
one, yeah.
case, yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be pretty loud if the hood
Oh,
was
yeah.
down. What was that?
Sorry, what were you talking about? Who?
I don't know. Is there a girlfriend?
There is not a girlfriend.
Not.
There is not.
Not.
It's a weird
Why?
conversation.
Why are you suspicious of me?
Empathy check.
Why
He's
does
too good.
Joe get a 2? Is there a
Yes.
girlfriend?
Not a girlfriend.
Hmm.
I got a question. If you don't have a girlfriend.
Sorry, Nora, I'm not really interested.
Oh, please. You're like my grandpa.
Okay.
Pop, pop. No. Join any gangs while you were, hanging out?
Oh, I just assumed so.
I'm just curious which ones.
I don't know if you join multiple gangs usually, but I did not.
You know, out of everyone I've met, I would believe you could pull it off.
Multiple gangs?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure you could, because any tattoo markings, you just swap out plates.
literally.
No. That was before this all happened anyway.
How the fuck did you survive then? Without picking sides?
I'm a likable guy. Why is that so hard to believe?
Well, I disagree with that.
Alright, to each their own, I guess. But
I mean, maybe if our first interaction you didn't hold an axe to my throat, I'd like you a little better, but...
Yeah, there was. He held an axe to your throat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as he woke up. He didn't even ask my name or what I was doing.
That is bad bedside manners.
I was literally waking up from death. I was a little confused. I apologize after.
I
She died a few
suppose...
years back.
What did you say?
Hmm?
But I thought you died a few years back.
You know, I die lots.
I'm starting to
Becoming a
learn that.
habit.
I thought it was cats that had 9 lives, not coyotes.
Well, maybe I'm part cat then, I guess.
Hmm. Perhaps.
Ada
No.
kind of like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ada kind of now tries and it's like, Joker, what's this coyote thing?
Oh, I don't know. Ask him. He.
It's this, and I turn the radio up to the music that was on before.
I turned it right back off.
Just like-
I attuned to her
like,
radio
"Yeah."
when I got in.
Empathy check on
It's like,
Wyatt.
what the fuck?
Give me another check.
Oh no, not again!
Everyone's empathy so low at this point.
The dice. Wyatt bribed the dice. That's why he took good with money.
Why is Wyatt?
Is the question.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to figure out like your disposition towards your own music. Like, are you not proud of it, or are you trying to hide something, like a buried past? Like that's what she was originally trying to glean.
Yeah.
What of that would Val get on a 1?
I don't know if you get much other than I don't want to hear it because I keep turning it off.
Fair enough.
That's about it.
So really, all those songs and none of them was about a girl? Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Oh, no,
Or
he's like
a guy?
Anti-Corpo.
I don't know.
I
what
don't
you're talking
judge.
about.
His music's like real like anti-corporate and shit, right?
His music?
Some
Yeah.
of it.
Or is it just emo as fuck?
Is it Wyatt, or it's got like a little?
There's some
Like,
a little bit of everything. It's probably more anti-corporate in the early years, but
No, what they're listening to
Probably-
now.
Blackest
Is,
Sun.
Yeah, Blackest Sun.
that's definitely more anti-corporate.
I think it's probably more like soulful, like gravelly, like contemplative kind of thing.
a little bit, but it's
Do I
probably
get
more
the
just like
sense? Go ahead.
sexy
Oh, there's-
music.
I was just asking if I
Oh.
get the sense that he's sad but doesn't want anyone to know.
Oh my god.
So he-
Empathy.
Ah.
One of the verses or lines of Blackest Sun needs to be about like getting out of the red and into the black.
God.
Why are you asking so many questions about me anyway?
You're weird.
I'm weird.
Ada goes like, "Well, I mean, if you want, you can ask us questions about us or Nora or Val. I'm still very suspicious of Val. I like you now, Val, but you're still a merc."
It's what I can't understand. Everybody keeps asking me questions about my past, and we have an off-world mercenary who came out of nowhere, and she's got an eye patch and a dog and a robot dog and like I don't know,
Look,
suitcases.
You guys can't ask Lev too many questions about what he's doing with people who aren't from here. They got people like him got all these secrets and shit. You never know.
But we can
Al
ask
shrugs.
Val.
What can I say? I'm a merc, and I have an eye patch. I'm from Offworld, and I have a dog. Those are all pretty standard things, I'd say. Nothing
That's
All
it.
right,
about
all
that.
right. Where are you from, Offworld?
Well, we've gone through this before.
Far Fringes of the Galaxy, and I've done some work in Zeligar.
All right,
Yeah, that's
Zeligar.
what she said last time.
What's the capital of Zeligar?
Wait,
Did you actually research this before, like after having this conversation with her last time?
Don't
hold on a second.
joke. If she knows I don't know, she could say anything.
It's-
Oh, I thought that you actually went and like did research before coming back to this subject.
You're
That
thinking
would've
about
been-
your wrong childhood friend.
Oh, yeah, that's Sati that would think that. You could learn a
Wait.
thing or two from her.
Is Val
Sorry,
just taking her data pad real quick while the two discuss?
I'm checking my notes. This would have been instantaneous for her, I think,
Ah.
because she would have.
I would say, Val, give me an intelligence and knowledge check or an intelligence and soldier check, and I'm going to give you advantage because you would have researched this.
Okay.
And we're gonna use int and soldier or int and knowledge to like you referring back to your cover story.
Okay. And soldier.
I mean, it's probably just called Capital. Radonov's very creative.
It's Valankar.
Valankar.
Mhm.
Oh, that's what she said.
Oh, okay.
You know,
that kinda
now
goes
the
like-
names like make sense. Val, she's from Val.
I don't think Valankar's a real planet.
It wouldn't be a planet, that's the capital city.
Yeah. Did you
Oh.
forget your own question already?
Maybe I had a lot of beers.
Yeah, in
Was that
hindsight,
Oh no, Nora had just said earlier that it's probably just called Capital, like like the very creative Radonov.
yeah.
Ella kind of goes like, "I'll get you yet," and I guess capital is called capital, and the capital planet of Radinov is Radinov. We're so lame.
And we called our grandfather's son Dadushka.
You kind of like hangs
Yeah.
your head a little bit.
Our grandfather?
The sun.
Oh.
The stars circling the...
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dushka,
Okay.
yeah.
I think you all the ages would know that Dushka is the colloquial name of the star.
Okay.
Our son is called Dadushka.
Yeah, we're not. But, you know, I will say this. It's very easy to remember.
Yeah.
Kind of like yawns and leans back a little bit.
Don't start. I'm going to as well.
As you guys come down. I yawned in character, and then I had to yawn like out of character.
Why you don't do it?
Contagious. This is
Just
good
say Ada
night drive
yawn.
music.
Yeah, I think Nora takes like the scenic route. She's just happy to be
Yeah.
in the car again. She's also trying to get the radio to work again because it's really weird. All the other channels work, but not the music from her data pad.
It's a mystery.
It was very weird.
You guys finally touch, like, just come down from the skyway, cross from west towards the east, bottom right corner, and finally at around 12:30, 12:45 in the morning, you stop in front of Lev's garage.
Is Lev back? Is his car back?
If the Barracuda's here, it'll be inside. So
Oh shit. Is there room for me to park my car inside?
you guys go in, and luckily there's two doors, but the cucaracha's all the way in. So you can actually park behind the cucaracha. And you do see the Barracuda parked on the right side, and then Soko's like total car is like further in.
Oof.
But Lev seems to be back.
Oh, he is back. Nice.
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 Ah.
I like how everybody sees Lev's car and it's like everybody thinks, "Oh yay, Dad's home."
That's not what I think.
Not what I
Especially
think.
Wyatt.
Uncle's home.
All right. So what is the plan now, guys? You guys are back at the garage. It is about 12:30. Ada is kind of like slowly like nodding left and right, sort of bouncing between Joke and Wyatt's shoulder a little bit until you guys stop, and she kind of, oh, we're back.
Just like that. Shit. Ada, it's 12:30. Do you think it's okay to call Sadidi? Should we do it tomorrow?
Shit. What day is it?
Tuesday.
Is it? I don't have the calendar up.
It's Tuesday night, 12:30. Maybe first thing in the morning.
Oh, I have the job.
Shit. You know what? She'll be so relieved to hear from you. I'm sure she won't mind being woken up. And honestly, if she's in bed by 12:30, how sad is that?
It's
So
Sadie. She's
you're
definitely
sort
in
of,
bed.
yeah, but you're sort of doing her a favor, you know?
Okay, fuck it. I call her when we're in the room.
All right. Ada kind of starts shuffling out. You guys, do you guys just all get out of the car?
Yeah, I'm carrying in groceries.
Carrying groceries, you go up at top.
Yeah, I'll carry on some groceries too.
You go to the third floor where the kind of like main lounge is. You see Emmanuel's whole little setup. The cucaracha is kind of like mostly patched up, but it still needs a bit of work. You don't see Emmanuel, you don't see Cricket right now, but you do see Levin, Soko, and one of the mechanics. This guy, like older guy, slightly white face, like a wisp of white beard, and a wisp of white beard on his chin, and like wispy whitish hair, kind of like tied in a low ponytail. He's wearing like a mechanic's harness, and all three of them are sitting at the bar in the lounge, having some like might be like tea or something, and just talking. As the door opens, you guys step in. Soko goes like, "Oh, there they are! Look, I'm with groceries. See, I told you." And Levin like gives him 5 credits.
No pancake mix. Sorry, they were all out.
Levin, oh, that truly is a tragedy. So we'll figure something out. Because I understand they're always out, but whenever I go look for it, I think I just know how to find it. I think you kids.
Did we get the frozen pancakes for him?
You did get the frozen pancakes, yeah.
Val just shrugs. She says, "What can we say? They must be very popular this time of night."
I figured, yes, and I have my places where I can find them. I'll take the frozen ones. As he looks into the bag, they remove all artistry from it, but
Were you two?
Levin kind of smiles and just winks at you guys and goes like, "I see you've got the Tempest back, Nora."
Derek did me a favor. We did him a favor.
I heard you guys did very well. I had a conversation with Cricket about the quantum thing. I've talked to Yoon. She should not be wanted. I talked to Durek, and he did say you had helped him out. That's good. Making friends here in the district will work well for you in the long run as well.
Were you two betting against me?
Soko was like, no, I was betting that you would get the stuff. And Levin was like, you were going to a sushi place and get drinks, so I figured maybe grocery shopping was not. Maybe I should have trusted you more.
Mm-hmm.
In the
I
meantime,
just glares at him as he carries the groceries in.
Yok will go and sit down on the couch with Ada, and he tells her, "Okay, we're just going to ring her once, and if she doesn't wake up, we don't keep bothering her. We'll call her tomorrow."
And I was like, all right, consider this. If you ring her once and she doesn't pick up, you'll wake her up and then she'll try to pick up. And then you won't be there and you'll still have woken her up.
We'll see. And he'll go ahead and dial Sadi.
All right. So Joko is making a call with Ada. Like they go into Ada's room.
No, he's on the couch actually.
Oh, on the couch. Okay, so just sit
Yeah,
down
just
on
on
the
the
couch there.
lounge.
How about the others? What is everyone doing?
Is the data pad still around, or did they take it?
You don't see it on
Where's
Emmanuel's
that plot
desk.
hook? All right.
Did Lev go back to his office?
No, Lev and Soko are both just sitting on the at the bar with this other mechanic, this like older guy that you haven't seen much. He's just kind of like they seem to be just be drinking like tea or something like that, and they were talking. You see a like a handful of like just little blocks of cheese and ham assorted on a plate between the three of them.
Okay. Yeah, I think Val will approach them, and then she'll say, Lev, you're back. I heard you had a meeting with Rusnak in the Cloud District. How'd that go?
Lev smiles. You're paying attention. It went well. He kind of looks around. Soko looks around, and the older mechanic goes like, "Oh right, yes. Name's Fowler, ma'am. All you kids." Ada goes like, "Hey Fowler, Miss Ada, you know me. Mr. Antonov, I'll just head downstairs and I'll tell the boys what you told me, and we'll be ready tomorrow." Lemon goes like, "Thanks, Fowler." And he kind of like waves to all of you guys, finishes his tea, and just steps out. And Lemon goes like, "Sorry, mechanics know that the less they know sometimes, the better." But
I'm also in the kitchen. Does Lev look like he wants me to leave? Because I was gonna sit down.
no. It just
Okay.
seems like Fowler knew, oh, they're gonna talk this kind of business thing. I should head out. It was more like that.
I'm just gonna sit down and pull out my data pad and be doing something on it.
Right, Levin kind of glances at you and then she kind of continues talking about the scene. But he's speaking loud enough that he is aware that you would be hearing or listening to it. Like he doesn't seem to be trying to hide this from you or Wyatt, but he's trying not to talk too loud that he'll get in the way of Joket's and Ada's call, because the two of them to always sit down and pull out the data pad.
Yeah.
He kind of goes like, one sec. One sec, let me get my notes. He goes like, as you know, there's what the mid city does is we are mostly a point of connection between the Night Zone and the Milia. You know, where the credits are and where the people willing to do anything for credits live.
Sorry, is Amelia, is that like a district or is that a person?
The Milia is slang for the Cloud Zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the uppermost city. He goes like, Rusnak is a little bit concerned about some stuff going on up there, and I was mostly trying to put out fires, let him know that the peace is still being kept down here, so at least he can turn his attention to this whole upper playing field level type of thing that don't concern the little people like us. Kind of smiled and was like, we can talk about it more sometime if you're interested. But for now, you doing this job for Durek bodes well. It means, and once you figure out this whole thing with Marino, that'll bode well as well.
Very. Wait, hold on. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I guess if Rusnak thing isn't anything to worry about, then I won't. But yeah, we seems like we're on Dirk's good side now, and he said there might be future work in it, work opportunities for us. But yeah, well, we'll see how that goes.
Nevan smiled and goes, yeah, I mean, it's routine. I meet him twice a month. Once or twice a month. I'm sure some of the other movers and shakers down here in the mid city do as well. Next time, if maybe some of you are better known in town, you can come with me. You'd like the Echelon. It's a very, very fancy place. And Rosnak fits the bill, so
Oh, we almost went there today.
Nice.
I must be overpaying you then.
No, we decided not to. It's a little out of our price range right now.
I remember what I was going to do. It actually wasn't a question; it was a roll. Val was going to empathy check when Lev said not to worry, everything's fine. Like, is it actually fine, or is it actually kind of dire?
Give me an empathy check.
Do I get an advantage for this?
I would say yes, because you do know him.
You're empathy checking Lev?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What'd you get?
4.
Whoa,
Holy
good
shit!
roll.
Wow.
I think Lev might have got more than 4.
He's technically crit you,
What?
so
Damn.
That's insane.
I will say what happens is he immediately notices the slight suspicion in your eye that like maybe you're not being told the whole story. He kind of like smiles and just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. The others, it's a slightly more candid moment that you would expect between an employer and Merc. And Lev seems to notice pretty quickly, and he puts his hand down and goes like, I'll let you know anything you need to know. I promise. For now, things are okay. And I feel like Rosnag has been a bit paranoid, but it is his job to be paranoid. So
Nora leans over and like kind of half whispers, but so that Lev can hear it. It's like, that's code for he's never going to tell you.
he kind
Val
of looks
just-
at Nora and goes like, if things go wrong and there's things you need to know, I won't tell you, for sure.
Of course you won't.
Val looks at
Well,
Nora,
Nobody does.
and then she looks at Lev. And she just very thinly smirks and smiles.
Soko is helping you put away the stuff, Wyatt. Wyatt, are you hiding your booze and alcohol and cigs somewhere, or were they in the same grocery bags?
We're probably in the same grocery bags, but he'll just if Soko tries to take him, he'll take him back.
Just grab just like one bag you set aside for you and go, oh, sorry, not trying to impose. You guys got almost everything. That is good. Whenever we send Emmanuel to do it, he comes back with like half the stuff we need, and then he mentions he like came across this X's or this Holovid we all need to watch, and he blew some money on that. So
Wow, I'm actually the more responsible one in this situation. I didn't think that would ever happen.
come on, Wyatt. I know you long enough. You're a responsible kind of a young man. You just pretend you're not.
I tell you what, though, for any future grocery lists, why don't you let me handle that? There was surprisingly very few vegetables on that list, I noticed.
Oh, sweet Val.
Good.
Look at each other, Levan goes like, well, that is probably true. We can probably tick the grocery budget up a little bit, just to make sure we're all eating healthy.
Very good.
Is Nora just glaring?
She's just kind of like squinting her eyes a little bit. 'Cause she feels like Lev is kind of just like being super conciliatory toward Val while also saying, I'm never going to tell you shit. She just rolls her eyes.
Joke. While all these conversations are going on in the background, you sit down, find Sadie's frequency, and make the call. To your surprise, the ring hasn't even ended when the call goes through. And you hear a voice on the other side. Joko?
Hey, Sadi.
Oh, you did call. Excellent. Oh, I was concerned you weren't gonna.
I'm sorry about the time.
No, it's all right. Ada messaged me like 20 minutes ago saying you were gonna call.
She's
Ada
right
slinks away a
here.
little bit.
Um.
Ada gives you like a big toothy grin.
hmm Is now a good time to talk?
Of course. I have some homework due in about 10 days, so I just stayed up and finished it.
Of course you did. How did finals go? I missed the last batch.
They were fine. Difficult as always.
Oh, the other childhood friend.
Cute.
Difficult as
Cute.
always. More importantly, how are you doing? We haven't talked since,
Yeah, Ada told you what happened, right?
Yeah, I wanted to go see you, but school and
No,
she
Sadi,
told me.
it's fine. I wouldn't want you to see me that way, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, Ada told me to wait till you were ready to talk to me, and I'm glad you are now.
Yeah, for what it's worth, thank you for waiting for me.
No, of course. People here have been asking about you. You're gonna have to message this Lenka, otherwise she's never gonna forgive me.
Yeah, I owe her a message as well. I will. You were priority, though.
I appreciate it. Rajiv is also wondering where you are, but I think it's mostly because he wants to score some rush or something.
Yeah, you can let him know that's not going to happen anytime soon. Especially since I've been absent for 3 months now, so I don't
Almost,
think
yeah.
I don't think my academia there is going to pursue.
Well, that's the thing, Joke. If you are interested, your grades are very good, and I don't know what you're looking to do next, but we could talk to the administrative board, and I'm sure there'll be some way. Yeah, you missed finals, but you were so good, So much promise.
Maybe I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It's
Of course, I don't intend to pressure you. I'm just happy to hear from you and get to know you're alive. And I hope I can just trust you and Ada to keep each other out of trouble.
Oh,
Ada kind of just scoot so you can see her and the other part, but Sadie can't see. So you can see her, but Sadie can't. And she's kind of grabs and just does like a sipped lips motion.
yeah. We'll do our best. We're just trying to make ends meet right now, and that's why I'm not sure if I can go back to Biogen. It's I lost my scholarship months ago, so.
All right. Well, I guess if you can think about it. And again, whatever you want to do, I will say, have you talked to your dad at all? I know Ada and I have been kind of keeping in touch with him.
I called him a Last I talked to him was before the incident. I think Levin or someone, or Soko, someone must have let him know. Because I'm pretty sure he knows.
I guess you would be staying with Mr. Antonov. Tell them I said hi.
Yeah, I couldn't go back, obviously, because there's nothing there. So yeah, I needed some place to
Have you...
live.
Again, I don't mean to pry, and I'm sure your dad will want to know. How much did you tell the enforcers? Like, did you know anything? I know they've made no progress.
No, of course not. They're not paid to make progress on that sort of thing. No, they don't know who it was that broke in. There's no ID. It wasn't a whole lot to go off of. Do I know out of character? Like, was Drifa shot? Was she stabbed? Like,
Shot.
yeah. She was shot, but they weren't able to trace the rounds.
And I'll ask you out of character, joke, because you had probably suspicions or information. Like, how much did you share with the enforcers?
I did not. No, I definitely played up. That yeah, I didn't.
Knew nothing.
I had no suspicions.
Right. Sadie goes, all right, I understand. Listen, I'm going to be off next month for a couple days, and I was going to go see my parents anyways, and I'd love to see you and Ada.
Yeah, I was gonna try and find time to come up there, and at least to, spend a day with you.
Everyone would love to see you, and you can bring Ada along. People can meet her. She has a way to get along with people. So yeah, if you want to stop by at any point, and so he starts kind of getting a little bit excited,
Sure.
Just give me a heads up, and I'll make sure everyone has a day off that day. And also, I will be free for a couple days and next month, and I can see how home has changed, if at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be still Night Zone, so lower your expectations. But
It's, I don't know, it was never scary before, even if it was the Night Zone, even with everything that happened with Judas people, but now that Iran's not there, it just feels different.
Yeah, it feels darker down there now for sure. But I'm going to go visit Dad tomorrow. I'm gonna be in the Night Zone area anyway, so I figure I'd stop by and see him.
All right. Well, thanks for calling me, and I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad he's taking care of you, and Mr. Antonov and Soko, they were always okay people, so...
Yeah, they were always willing to put a roof over our heads when we didn't have one, so...
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not... I would have preferred if both you and Ada were, like, up here and not having to, do what you do, but...
Well... you know what, Sadi? As long as one of the three of us makes it, then I'll be happy. So the two of us are rooting for you.
Well, you know what, though? When I am on top of this whole thing, I'm going to need some good muscle that wants to live in an outrageously expensive apartment. So...
Well, I'll hold you to that. Be careful what you promise.
You can take my word for it. All right. Well, it's late.
Yeah, get some sleep, nerd.
Yeah. Excuse me, we are both nerds. The only one who can cause that is Ada. All right.
Say hi, non-nerd, before she goes. He
Ada goes like, hey! So he's like, "Oh, hey there, how are you? We actually talk all the time. You know that, right?" And like he thinks we cannot have a conversation if it's not about him, right?
I
Yeah.
just-
And,
Yeah.
they kind of like just both laugh and like it just snickers a little bit. Just kind of elbows your ribs just very softly. After a couple more seconds of like just jabs and goodbyes, you end the conversation and you see like that there's another little conversation happening on the bar section and kitchen where the rest of your team is.
Well, we could go over there and sit, or it's 1 a.m. We could just hit hay.
Ada kind of goes like, I think I am going to hit the hay. You can talk to the others and see about the plan yesterday. I am going to try my best to not be hungover in the morning.
Good luck with that, you little stick.
I have some hangover pill things. I leave one on the bedside table.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Thank you.
yawning now? Sure.
She gets up and just runs her hand just very softly, like over the top of your head a little bit, waves to the others. Night, everyone. Don't stay up too late doing wild things and drinking tea.
Wyatt's
Old
already
man
pouring
thing,
shots.
like-
Oh my
Are you pouring
god.
shots, Wyatt? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nora assumed we were gonna come home and drink home, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Why is
We
this
should
having
start
tea?
doing
It's just
that.
a Long Island iced tea.
Lit.
hmm
All right. So, Joke, you can go and gather, like just sit with the others if you like. What is everyone doing? Is there anything you guys want to ask Lev or Soko about?
Yes.
What do you want to ask about, Nora?
Lev, do you guys have a is your net sphere protected? Does a manual keep people from checking stuff sent to and from here?
Levin goes like, if you want proper encrypted communication, you're going to have to ask the manual directly or Joke. But there is a few levels of looks at Soko is like, I don't know what it calls them, fridging, like something ice, like Levin coldware. There's a few levels of coldware that he has like set up on our net sphere. That should give someone pause if they try to,
Yeah, well,
I will say it's safer than just the public city net sphere, at least.
yeah, well, probably won't matter.
If you want proper encryption, Emmanuel can help you or Joke can help you.
Well, Emmanuel's not here, and you.
I don't think you really need to encrypt those messages to that boy today.
I'm not messaging the kid at the stand.
Levin is in, oh, you met a boy?
She just like looks at Lev,
He's
just
grinning.
stares at him. Yeah, I meet
Exchange
lots of boys,
numbers.
Lev.
Looks at Soko. She's talking to boys. And Soko goes, give it a break, boss.
A kid at a stand was trying to sell me some shit. He asked for my comms. I said sure, because it's good to build contacts in the city, right?
That is true.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Joke, if you're okay with him checking your data pad, I'm sure, Joke, you could set up some encrypted comms. Emmanuel is heading out first thing in the morning because they want to head down to the night zone with cricket. So they went to bed pretty early.
That's fine. Joe can do it. I don't trust Emmanuel. He was like, when I went up to him, he was like heavy breathing. Like, worse than the kid at the stand, honestly.
Soko goes like, you're a pretty girl, Nora.
I understand, but I don't trust him to not
All
look
of
through
you
my
pretty.
data pad.
Wyatt is a
and
handsome boy.
look for,
Valestina,
like-
you've got to look at the arms.
Okay. I don't trust him to not look through my data pad and try to find compromising images.
Levin's like, he wouldn't do that, but I understand if you're more comfortable with Joker.
Well, Yoke is in love with Ada, so I'm fine with that.
Excuse me, what? Where did you even get that idea?
Oh, you two are attached at the hip.
Yeah, so we
Sokko
grew
goes
up
like-
together.
Yeah, Sokko goes like, wait, you're not? Levin's like, no, he likes the other one, the one that's in 5th.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like Sadie. If that's who you're talking about. Are you talking about Sadie? I don't know anything about Sadie.
Who's in 5th?
None of you know anything. Anyways, are we getting up? Are we gonna be like at this place at 9? What's going on? What's the plan? Because it's 1, so
I'd like to
Nora
get
was
there.
like holding her data pad out to Yoke to get like her messages encrypted. Okay, never mind.
Levin was like, yeah, Joker, could you run an encrypted channel for Nora to send the message?
I'll try. Hold on. Yeah.
Alright, what were you saying, Wyatt?
I don't remember anymore.
God damn it!
I was holding up a shot and about to take it, but I would like to get there a little bit early so I can kind of scope it out.
Yeah, same.
Sokko and Levin do take shots with you, right?
I'll take one.
I'll take one too.
Ah,
Joke.
fine. I'll take
Did
a
Ada
shot.
go to bed?
Ada went to bed.
Oh, you can drink. Don't worry about it.
Finally.
You're free.
You're free.
Where did you get this shot glass?
I don't know, it's over there in the sink.
Okay. It was in the sink. It's fine.
It was in the dirty dishes section of the sink, but he doesn't need to know that.
You know, I don't. Yeah.
Everyone give me a fortitude and endurance check.
Oh, hold on.
Difficulty is
Data
how many
pad,
drinks you've had today.
And then endurance. Fortitude. I think I need to add 1 or I'll roll 3. Damn, look at me
Yes.
go!
Oh,
Oh, difficulty
Uh,
3. Oh, I failed.
Yeah. Jock, you are proper drunk now.
Oh no!
Nice.
I had that nice buzz. I thought I was topping it back off, but that shot was way too strong for that.
Val, you're a little bit tipsy. You got your buzz going. Nora and Wyatt are fine. Sokko and Levin are fine.
Okay, here you go. Here's
Oh, good.
All right. Jock,
better be careful, Nora. I don't think that's really encrypted.
No,
give me a
this
data
is-
craft and intelligence
No, that
check
was-
you have.
You did.
that was the 3. He
Ah, that was the
actually
3.
did encrypt it. He encrypted it and then he drank. So
Oh.
Then the shot hit.
Do you do anything else while you have Nora's data pad, or are you just encrypting the next message?
just encrypting it.
All right. Now, do keep in mind you had a minus
What an
1 on
honest
intelligence
man.
checks, I think.
Oh. Okay.
But he got.
Uh,
He's already tipsy. That's right.
Yeah, I was. Let me re-roll it.
I literally don't think it'll even matter what you get for what she's trying to avoid.
All right.
Triple 1.
A 1. You think you did a good job.
Yeah.
As with
Here you
the
go.
Mm-hmm.
Coldware freezer tight.
Right. Thanks. Are you drunk already?
What? I've never. He kind of like
He's no.
almost slides off the stool. The stool crashes to the ground. He has to catch himself on the counter.
So, because like, oh, what? All right. Well, Ada is going to. How about a hit? Here, he turns around, helps you, like, sit you up, Joke.
Oh, thank you, Sokko.
Maybe I'm gonna slide his shot glass away.
And Nora send a message.
More appropriate for clubs. Yes, I'm going to send a message.
All right. Now, this encryption will last for 1 message.
Yeah.
Wyatt, the messages you sent, when did you send them?
Probably last night.
All right. So you would have gotten responses by now.
How should I do the message? Should the title be like who I'm sending it to,
Yes.
like the message chain,
So it's
and then
gonna be
I
a
just
message-
list the dates?
Mhm. Yeah, message. There's
Okay.
gonna be a message in between you and that person. So all the messages between you and that
This
person
is
will go in that
gonna
chain.
be to 2 people. So should I keep it in like a group chat?
Yeah, you can do a group
Okay.
chat.
Is that okay, or will it
Yeah.
send 2 messages?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you done messed up by telling it was 2 people.
Your NJ brain figured it out.
That's right. I figured it out.
What is the current date? The 9th of June.
It's technically the 10th, but yeah.
Oh, that's true. You guys can keep going. I'm just writing this out.
So, what time? What time are we getting up?
How far away is that?
Turkey is pretty close. It should be. Let's run back here to the district map. Maybe we should stay on the district map because it's easier. The Turkey is just across the skyway, so it is up on 35th, which is the highest you've been. So driving, you can be there in like 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I say we get up at like 7:30. We get there by 8.
Oh,
Gives us an hour to scout out the place.
no,
Get a lay of
no,
land.
no, no, no.
Yes, it's the smart thing to do. 7:30, bright and early.
Lev, why did you hire this woman?
Because I'm
She-
very good at what I do.
She counts
How
her
are you?
her calories. I think you should know, Levin.
I seem to remember.
Is
getting
that what
shot
the
by you.
1400 thing is?
1400?
Is that the calories? It's a lot of.
Uh,
That's not actually not that many calories.
Yeah, no. It's not that.
Levan goes, Soko, we've discussed this. 1400.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't know
hear
what
that.
happened. It lagged really bad.
Yeah, garbled.
I'm saying Levan kind of looks at Soko and goes like, Soko, we've discussed this. 1400 is a measure of time.
Yok just looks at Soko and just rolls his eyes and does like a spinning circle around his ear.
And Soko shrugs.
Okay, well, if we are going to wake up at the ass crack of dawn, then I'm going to bed. Good night! And he falls over.
Okay.
Oh, shit. All right. I think it's probably better if Ada might still be awake. I'm just going to lay Joke here on the couch.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Levan goes like, right, that is probably for the best. Wyatt, you still have the room. Nora and Val, if you guys want to go upstairs, you can walk with me. And you can drop me off at my floor.
I'll pour Nora
Sorry.
another shot.
Sorry, who's he offering to walk with him? Me?
Yeah, you and Val, because you're gonna go upstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take another shot from Wyatt, but I'm not gonna drink it till after I send this message.
Val's also going to go to one of the other couches that Joke isn't on. She's going to steal one of the pillows from there.
All right, grab a pillow.
Is that it for Ghost?
Yeah, for Ghost.
Aw. All right. So,
Right, it's sent.
okay, cool. You send that message.
I should mention if this is outgoing. Okay.
All right. So,
yeah.
why are you kind of having that conversation with yourself? Nora and Val, you're heading upstairs with Levin. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about Levin, or just kind of like tell him about the day as you're heading up the stairs?
I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed.
You're annoyed?
Why?
Because, well, you don't know. I'm not gonna say.
Because Uncle's got a favorite and it's not her.
Fine, keep your secrets.
That's a little bit part of it, but not quite right.
Because Wyatt turned her down.
Oh my goodness, that has nothing to do with anything. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. You better be careful. You're flirting with the 13-year-old.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, Levin kind of like is walking up and goes like, so about earlier, gather it's probably good for you both to know.
Are you actually gonna tell me something?
Yeah, looks like Nora. You know, at the end of the day, I do trust you.
Yeah, that's to be seen.
Yeah, it goes like, puts his hands up and puts them down. All right. Have you guys heard of something called the branch?
Yeah, I think that was the whole deal with Durek, right? Wait, was it?
Oh, that's
What
a
did we learn?
society. Branch is.
Oh yeah. What was the branch? We picked something up about that.
Oh, that was.
I wrote
Wasn't
notes about it.
Yeah, for I wrote notes about it too. 1 second.
Well, Nora, stop and pull out the data pads.
The branch new. Oh, you
Oh,
literally
it's-
just told me about it last night, Lev.
Cannot. Yes, I don't know if
Or this
Val
morning.
knew fully. Val, you are from a Radinov adjacent system. You know how the network works and whatnot. Each planet is supposed to have its own independent government, but under the surface, the network ensures that every single Radinovi world is pulling in the same direction, so to speak. That sort of decentralized government has worked very well for the network, for the Radinov systems for some time now, since the re-establishing of interstellar society. But something's changed recently. There are some people who have taken to the chaos of the events from a couple years back to try to climb up the ranks. People who would perhaps not make proper agents otherwise. Now, this has always happened whenever there's some sort of upheaval. There's people who see an opportunity on it, and the networks thrived with stuff like this. It's what's made them so resilient. But this time, these newfangled would-be agents are not actually seeking to be agents at all. They are looking to establish a different, more centralized type of order. And the legacy agents are bulking against this. Rusnak is an agent. And he is concerned.
I heard of Rusnak.
Give me a knowledge check or an insight check with your profession if you want.
Mm-mm.
You have not. There's a lot of agents. It
Yeah,
might
Well-
not be a big agent.
there's a lot.
Wouldn't because Val had asked Lev about the meeting with Rosnak, like right in front of Nora. Although
Yeah,
I don't know if that's enough.
I was asking in a different context.
I see.
She's heard the name thrown around a couple times today, but yeah, I was wondering if I knew him from somewhere else.
If you had any more
I see.
info on him, I guess.
Right.
So a conflict from within the network. that actually kind of lines up with some of the stuff I've heard from others as well. And when you say Rusnak is concerned, is it serious?
Levin kind of crosses his arms. I don't know. It is always serious to them, and in a sense, it never is either. A lot of Radinovi politics is about posturing. So it could be Rusnak is genuinely concerned because there's something to be concerned about, or Rusnak is concerned because he is expected to be concerned.
How long has he been concerned?
This has been going on for about a year now. Now, there's other districts that are having some issues. Luckily, nothing like that's happening here. We have cooperation between the people in the mid zones is good. My business partners and the enforcers and whatnot, we've managed to keep a sense of harmony. And Grandmother Carcass, for better or worse, keeps an iron grip on the night zone in this district. I just thought it would be good for you to know in case, you hear any of these rumblings. And so you understand why it's important to quell these rumors of possible confrontation between me and Marino.
Right, you guys need to work together. Right?
Well,
That
the
makes sense.
harmony of the district depends on us working together, especially when there's upheaval in so many others.
Indeed. Yes, I can understand that, especially when it's all centered around the Verity Clinic after what Joke told us about that as well. So that would make sense.
Ah, yes, there was a Nightfall victim in the clinic.
Was that? Yoke
Who was it?
mentioned a guy
Yes.
that died there. Love. Was that? It was an Andile, was it?
Who?
Andile?
He kind of looks down and shakes his head. No. Andile was in a shuttle.
Hmm.
It wasn't nice or pretty.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Anyhow,
Wait. Empathy check.
On.
on whom?
Nora.
Alright, alright.
Okay.
What kind of, I guess, reaction does she have to Endile, from what I am assuming is didn't survive the shuttle?
The It's a bit sad, I don't know. It's a bit of sadness, but she's trying to mask it with just kind of a tough
She's-
nod.
She's sad, but she doesn't want others to know she's sad.
Yeah,
I was
there
gonna
you
say
Oh,
it.
no.
Ah, thank you for doing that for me, though.
It also feels like oh man, how to, because 3 is pretty good for her right now because her deception is I feel like she doesn't quite understand, I think.
I see. We'll file that away in her brain.
I'll remember this.
So Levin kind of goes like, for now, things are fine here in the district. Now, it is important that all of you, but I guess specifically the two of you for different reasons, do make some friends here. Perhaps not necessarily with the kids at stalls and night markets, but with people of Pool. Durek is a good first step.
Oh, wait. Durg is a what?
A good first step.
Val will remark, interesting. Didn't think when I touched down here that I would be collaborating with a pirate.
He smiles and is like, strange honor in pirates. Not what you would expect.
His best friend is a mech.
His name is Keg.
His name is Keg. He's
I-
Derek's best friend.
Have met Keg. I hear he's got a brand shiny new VI disc. I'm looking forward to going to the Vandal and re-meeting him in person.
He's also Derek's best friend.
You should ask him about it.
Regardless, as I mentioned, appearances and perceptions are important here. So people see you making friends, see you working for different factions. It'll generate a sense that the four of you are to be trusted. And that is something that you might want to have, especially if people up top are getting antsy.
How am I supposed to make a name for myself and get people's trust without getting the spotlight on me?
Yes. I know you're worried about this bounty.
Well, other things, but yeah, the bounty's kind of at the top right now.
Districts are big. 6 is big. And he kind of like smiles. Even I had a hard time recognizing you.
I hope that stays the case for everybody.
He nods, looks at Yuval, goes, and for Yuval, that project we talked about, I've put some feelers out. I'll see what bites. Point you in the right direction. But ultimately, you're going to have to get some Novi credentials, so to speak. Novi credentials is how many people are dumb enough to trust you.
Val smiles. That's why I'm here.
All right, girls. You should turn in. Sounds like you have an early day tomorrow and you might have to drag Jock downstairs from his bed.
He's such a fucking lightweight.
He weighs like 50 pounds. Come on. And half of that is hair. Come on. He turns around, goes into his room. Good night. I hope you sleep well.
I love.
Good night. Thanks, Lev.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know.
He smiles. You stay safe tomorrow. Don't make too much of a mess. I just spent a very roundabout 10 minutes explaining how it's important that Marino Valenti and I don't end up at odds.
We're just going to talk.
He smiles again, closes the door. And you are left alone in the stairwell.
Kind of awkwardly shuffle around and go upstairs to the
Yeah,
the room.
that was definitely awkward too, because she's a little bit buzzed and stuff. I was like, okay.
Oh.
And
And you
she
guys
goes,
it's like the thing where it's like, okay, bye, and you both have to head the same direction.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jock, you're passed out on the couch. Soko turns into bed. Wyatt, are you doing anything before bed?
He's just gonna kind of hang out a little bit. Probably write another message. I'm about to snoop on Joguk's datapad, but I won't.
You wouldn't even know how.
Just use his thumb to unlock it. I think that's about it. He'll just go to his room and
Turn in.
turn in.
All right. You'll turn in for the night. Does anyone have any stress?
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I.
Only Nora and Joke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think none for Val.
Nice. Joke, which one are you rolling for?
I'm gonna try and clear my intelligence stress.
All right, so int and knowledge for Jock and a charisma and presence for Nora.
God damn it!
The
This
stress now.
sucks.
I can't move. Why can't I move?
If I go to sleep with my mask on, do I get +1 present?
2?
2
Why
clears
am I
it.
shirtless right now?
Yeah.
I have to check into the stream sometimes. Wyatt comes home and takes off his shirt.
It's
Yup.
hot inside.
Oh my goodness.
It runs hot.
His body doesn't know how to process the sushi, so it just incinerates it and heats him up.
That's all his stomach is a tiny incinerator.
All right. You turn for the night. Everyone gets a proper night's sleep. Joke. Now, what time are you guys getting up? 7?
7:30. Mercy.
I don't imagine we have a choice.
Yep.
So I need everyone to give me a difficulty 2, fortitude, and endurance check.
Do I get an advantage because I'm making everyone do this?
No.
How's that?
I don't know.
It's gonna wear you down, actually.
Oh, you didn't need it. Friggin' soldier girl.
We're all
That's
good.
Everyone's fine. Yeah, you guys wake up a
The
little bit
liquor knocked
tired.
us out.
Joke, you wake up. Luckily, Ada is still asleep.
You're still drunk.
Bro, I like
For one
scramble
shot?
to her room for that like pill. I think it's too late, but he'll still take
Yeah,
it.
you have to take it before bed, probably. But yeah, you take the pill. But luckily, you're not fatigued. So you all kind of like wake up. You probably catch Cricket and Emmanuel kind of getting ready to head out in the night zone. Emmanuel kind of like stops you guys like, all right, so I hear you guys are gonna head out to Turkey, right? I'm gonna take C and can we borrow the cucaracha?
I mean,
You can have the
you
cucaracha.
can keep it.
She's gonna be thrilled about that.
Hold on, I gotta get something out of it. And I'll go grab my thing I stole out of there.
Oh yeah,
my
the shitty jetpack. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You grab that out of there. Craig kind of waves goodbye to you guys, and Emmanuel goes like, "Well, hopefully it won't take too long. But I'll let
I just want to ask you something.
Emmanuel kind of looks at you, Joke, and goes like, "Oh yeah, I'll let Mr. Vega know you might show up later, Joke."
Oh, the retros?
Retroist, yeah. I'm a regular customer, so he'll give you a nice discount. Just don't get freaked out when you get there.
He narrows his eyes.
What? Soko was like, they think you're probably going there to buy porn. And Soko was like, no, he sells like legit like ECM and XS and mods and stuff like that, just with like the real rare stuff.
Okay, that's what I was under the impression of, but I don't
And also
know.
porn and snuff and stuff like that, but I don't buy that stuff. Sometimes a little bit of the porn.
Does he check his ass?
I was about to do this.
Yeah.
It's normal. I don't buy any of the snuff.
Okay, that's alright. Okay,
You
thank
probably
you,
shouldn't buy
Emmanuel.
any of the snuff either. You don't have
No,
an integrated rig or anything, right?
no, it's he just holds up his arm.
Oh, okay, cool. Do scan anything you buy there, just for any like viruses or whatnot, before you plug it into anywhere. Don't let any of it near Wyatt.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Thanks for the tip.
Gives you 2 thumbs up. They get in the car and just drive out as you guys are getting ready. It is 7:30 in the morning. I don't know why the audio died on my Roll20.
I wanted to ask,
Yes, go ahead.
did I get a reply to the message?
You sent it.
At like 12:30 or 1.
Yes, you would have. Let me add that real quick. As you guys have breakfast, plan for the day, you guys feel free to talk about that. I'll get a reply. I'll reply.
Okay.
Yoko's having coffee and a frozen pancake. And
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Hey,
full,
yes.
it's still frozen?
I mean, he
It's
unfrosted.
crunchy, like the cat eating, like the cat eating chicken.
Oh God.
Oh man.
That sounded like his teeth are just shattering. As you see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds so bad.
That's what
I
it
love
hurt me.
Yeah.
Like when I had a
I grew
friend
up
that
with
used
it.
Ugh.
I grew up with that sound, so I'm used to it.
While everybody's eating breakfast and Jokuk is drinking coffee, Wyatt pour himself a shot and
Oh my god.
ask Jokuk how he's doing.
Bro,
I'm
die.
getting some coffee
You
as
need
well.
another one?
no, I don't want another one for the rest of the day. And maybe tomorrow. But definitely the day after. I'll take one then.
Wyatt, do you even have a liver?
Definitely not.
Definitely
Why?
not.
How do you get drunk? How? Is it possible? It doesn't seem possible.
I haven't yet, but eventually it'll happen, I'm sure.
That
I'm rooting
makes a
for
lot
you.
of sense. Did you ever get drunk before your operations?
Oh, yeah.
Like you remember what it was like, but then you can't attain it anymore?
Yeah. It's almost more like a ritual at this point, I guess.
Oh, wow. How tragic for you. He sips some coffee.
If Joko looks away, I'll just pour a shot into his coffee.
Oh my god.
Do a sneak check.
Give me a
I'm
sneak
pretty
versus
sure
perception.
this is illegal. This is assault.
I would say also. I would say everyone give me perception versus Wyatt sneak.
Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning against the counter, staring at them. Can I just see it?
I'm assuming
well,
he's
we
gonna
see it.
spit it out. I'm not like trying to drug him or something.
What? Come on, Wyatt, roll.
Hold on.
We all rolled shit perception. Crit fail.
Yeah.
Oh, Yoke sees it. He's just staring at the coffee when you do it.
He just looks down, he looks up, and he looks back down again. He drinks it.
Oh my god.
The worst influence. You've got an one reply, Nora, not the other.
Okay.
And
Nora
roll
sees the
20 is
message
struggling.
He's having a hard time.
Bad news?
Huh?
What was that?
Bad
Second to
news?
Nora.
He looks at Nora.
Oh, yeah. Friend's having some trouble.
Yeah, I get that.
You need to help this friend?
No, I think it's just family trouble. He'll figure it out.
It's unfortunate.
Is the music working for you guys?
Yeah.
No, it cut out for me.
No, it was working for me.
It keeps cutting out.
Crap. I had it at 0 the whole time because I was writing macros over the weekend and I turned it off.
Oh. I
Aw.
always forget to just turn it off. All right, so what all are you guys taking? Are you guys taking all your gear? What's the plan here?
Good question.
We can fit weapons and shit in the back of the car in the trunk.
Yeah, we might as well. Yoke's got light armor, so he'll at least like wear that into the lobby, wear it for as long as he can.
I feel like also too, like if it's like a spa type of place, like you could. There's probably like a locker room to like change and stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you could
Mhm.
probably store a bunch of stuff in there if you need it immediately.
Yep.
Do you want to just put all your gear kind of in the trunk of the Tempest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
imagine it's also just got like racks and like weapons holsters and shit in it.
That's cool.
It's like a Men in Black car.
Oh, the
Kinda.
Tempest
Back,
does? Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Oh, is that okay? That'll be
Yeah.
okay, right?
You
Oh,
open
what
the back.
sort
and just-
of
It's like the whole.
what sort of setup is this?
Just in case setup.
Just
In case
what?
of what? War?
Oh, well, he loves talking. You never know.
Wait,
What?
what was Lev talking about?
Well, in the line of work, that he's a some
What line of work?
Val looks at Jock like you do know what Lev does, right?
Yeah, he's a smuggler.
Yeah.
Is he not a smuggler?
I mean, smuggling can be pretty dangerous. Always good to be prepared.
I mean, not like. There's. I don't know if Skyway gangs go this hard, and he like waves his arm at the like weapon rack in the trunk.
Well, as Nora said, doesn't hurt to be prepared.
I mean, there's no weapons in it. It's just built it in just in case. It's fine.
You put your stick on it.
I put my stick on it. It just like magnetically sticks.
Sticks to the stick-shaped hole.
Should I wear armor or my Black
That's what
Sun fit?
That's what I'm trying to figure out too.
Oh, not Black Sun. This isn't Black Sun. What is this? I forgot what this is.
Cloud City.
Cloud City, yeah.
So as you guys figure out your fits, put your stuff in the back of the car, climb onto the Tempest. What are seating arrangements like?
Well, I'm driving, I think.
You think?
Bet.
Yeah. I think actually Val will probably want to be in the back this time because she probably needs to like prepare Spectre and stuff.
Take Inspector, all right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
York-
his invisibility will be useful.
Yoke is taking Hell. Hell is in the trunk. But when they get there, he'll probably take her out and leave her under the car.
All right. Yeah, Hell will fit easily under the car. Spectre can probably fit under the car too if like he's not fully deployed. Even deployed, he can just like get low.
Yeah, he can crouch.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You guys start the car and head out towards the Turkey. In this relatively early morning, the city is already fully bustling. Sunlight pierces through, like in the kind of, you can actually see bright sunlight coming in between the edge of Mega Block 17 and the wall. This huge dividing wall with the 7th district. You see just like this full swarm of shuttles in like long strips around above you, and below the kind of like industrial stretch of the city that is not the Mega Blocks, because there's a city below as well, but it only becomes night zone in the spaces between the Mega Blocks proper. Climb up the skyway and go to the 35th level, which also feels like a very kind of like middle class section, with the exception of this stretch where you can see these like tall, large glass covered buildings that overlook the edge of the Mega Block. something kind of hugging the very edge, and there's shuttle parking that just goes directly into the buildings. Now you can tell like stuff starts to get a little bit fancier, and one of these buildings has a large sign on dark blue text with white outlines. It says Turkey Social Club. That just protrudes. There's a shuttle parking section, and then there's a parking section beneath the building, kind of like lifting over sort of the road a little bit, and you can like take a detour and just go up into it, sort of. You guys start to drive up to it. Even at 100 feet or so, you can smell a mix of chlorine and a slightly earthy, almost like herbal scent coming from this building. And you can see that the ramp that like just detaches from the road proper and goes up into the Turkey building is flanked on either sides by this beautiful white and light blue tile mosaic with a hovering sign above it in pale blue neon that says entry. You guys kind of pull the car to the side and just start driving up to the side. That's where we're going to wrap up the session tonight.
Yay!
Yay!
Boo.
For people who are watching and for the recordings, we had our fifth player who played cricket. Unfortunately, is going to be bowing out of the campaign because they just didn't have the time right now to handle the campaign and the time commitment it required and all that stuff. So we are going to continue with our current 4 players and characters. We're not going to add another 5th, but we are considering down the line having a guest character that might come for a session or two, like if we decide timing is right. But for the most part, it's going to be these 4 are going to be the party. And thank you so much for watching, everyone.